everybody. Welcome to Bad Science Sunday, where we take a comedic approach to debunking bad science on the internet. And today we have back with us Mark Reed.
Yay!
Mark, what's the elevator pitch?
What's the elevator pitch? I am a skeptic and atheist who wanders the internet decrying lack of critical thinking and trying to have some fun in the mad realm we call skepticism and atheism. I also like humanism, and I have a fantastic community of these wonderful people who make things fun. Thank you so much, everybody. It's great to be here. Yes, there is a distinct lack of weasels. Yes, someone's slacking off.
And astrophysicist weasels.
Yeah,
well, yes, that too.
We're sans astrophysicist, alas.
Yes, we are.
And
which never happens.
Yeah, they're doing, I don't know, secret NASA shill stuff.
Obviously.
Oh,
yeah.
Isn't that? I thought that was your usual occupation. I thought that's what he did every single day.
This is like part of these regular meetings, these science shit meetings, right? Where they get together to keep the secret of the flat Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all the other stuff, with
like a Rothschild meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. The globally lead.
Or dialogue that we know now.
Oh. So does that mean that Vandy's at the Denver airport? Because I heard that's where they do, though. Is that where he is? Have you guys heard about this?
No.
Is that dialogue with Peter Thiel and all of that people?
Oh, wait, are you talking about the art at the Denver airport?
Oh, no, it's not just the art. The art is like that's how you know this is true. But there are tunnels and secret rooms in the bowels of the Denver airport. The whole Denver airport was built just to house these super secret Illuminati meetings of the global cabal in order for them to keep all the secrets. So that's probably where Vandy is
no,
today.
I'm thinking of the Dublin, the hotel in Dublin, where Peter Thiel and all of his rich friends are having a secret conversation, including, I might add, Sam Harris was on that list.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe Vandy went through the Denver airport to get to Dublin.
Yes. But that's not really a conspiracy theory because the list has been leaked, so it's not really conspiracy anymore.
Not such a secret anymore. Damn it.
Wow. Rich people get together without us pores? Really? I never knew. I never knew.
Feel like that's just part of that's the whole reason of getting rich, right? Just to get away from all the yucky poor people. That's
probably
the
goal. I mean that seems to be their MO. So I do want to say to Miranda, happy birthday, Miranda, and we are
happy birthday, Miranda.
Yeah, hearts out to you. You're a beloved member of the community, and we wish you a speedy recovery.
Do I look like a bald Benedict Cumberbatch? I don't think so.
Yes, I kind of, that's it. Honestly, I swear.
Really?
Now that you mention it, I'm like, holy cow! I can't unsee this now.
High. You are high, like seriously.
Now I can't. Now I'm picture it.
I would work as bald Doctor Strange. Yeah, absolutely.
Bald Doctor Strange. Okay. I mean, it's not an insult.
I know, there's worse people.
He's a good-looking guy.
I mean,
he played a dragon.
Let's see.
Did he?
Actually, he played a dragon.
He played Smaug in.
Oh yeah,
no way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Here, there we go. Can you pose?
God, he's hot.
Can you pose like this, Mark?
Yes. Let's see it, Mark, please.
So we need a side by side.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. How am I posing? Like this?
Like this.
Yeah.
Here.
And make sure you loop it in your pants. The other hand, you loop in your pants there.
Okay.
Even though we can see it. So yeah.
Great job, Mark. Great job.
Excellent. Spitting image. It just looked
I
exactly
Yeah.
exactly the same to me.
exactly the same. That's it. I'm now a Hollywood elite. I'm done with all your pause. Bye. I'm yeah.
Now you can afford to fly from Perth
No,
to
right.
Hollywood.
Well, I
So
wouldn't mind just I wouldn't go to Hollywood. I definitely because like USA is just a shit show at the moment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. There are a lot of
It,
people trying to flee the United
it
States.
well, I don't know about that, but I do know that I do not want ICE like searching my underwear for any
That is fair.
illegal immigrants I may have hidden in there. So yeah, but I wouldn't mind going to BajaCon, which is coming up, and I was talking to Canadian
that's in
Ollieman
Canada.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. There
yeah.
you
So
go. Hey.
yeah,
But
I'm not sure. I really want to be able to afford it. I can't at the
Hmm.
moment. It's just like
well,
the city I live in, if you don't know, is the most isolated major city in the entire world. It is closer to Indonesia's capital than it is its own. It is
that's wild.
insanely isolated. Yeah, yeah, it's
So
insane.
are flights because it's Perth, right? Is that it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So are flights then often to like Indonesia to connect as opposed
Yep.
to Sydney?
Well, it
Really?
depends where
Wow.
you're going. It
I
depends where
guess
you're
so.
going.
Yeah.
So if you're headed for Europe, you'll probably go. You may stop
Indonesia.
Indonesia. You might stop Middle
Yeah.
East, and head up that way. But if you're
Wow.
going to the US, you'll probably connect to Sydney because that's
Okay.
the direction you'd go in. But it's still a long, long, long. I mean, we flew to London, and including connection, it was like 18 hours. It's rough to get anywhere.
So
But I mean, if you have to go to one of the
BajaCon,
conventions, yeah, the Canadian one.
it's in Canada. Um
Yeah.
and you're far. I live in Canada and you're very far away
Mhm.
from where I live, Mark.
Yep.
And then but I am far away from where BajaCon is. So it's even like it would be much closer for you to come here than it would be for you to go to BajaCon even. It's far for
Oh,
me to
wait.
go.
Oh, is that an invitation, Kip?
Well, are
No.
you on the
But
east or the
yes,
west
I
coast?
mean, I'm on the West Coast,
Yeah, so it'd be closer to you. Yes.
right?
Yes, it'd be
Yeah.
closer to you.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, and then it's like another 5-hour flight from here to probably I think I think
Yeah.
you'd probably fly into Toronto
You
and
guys are
then
boring. Are we
like
really
take a
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
flights on here?
Yes. Yep.
All right,
I'm
look,
quiet now.
guys. I know there's a couple of dads out there, and I do want to tell you Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
I have been spending time with one of my I have three dads. One is not with us, but like I've been the one that's closest to me. I've been spending time with him all day, so I didn't get like a Father's Day thing together, and that's my bad because like I had a whole week and I squandered it. But oh wait a minute, I can do this. I think do I? No, I don't know.
Wow. Amazing. I'm blown away.
Yeah, I
It's
know. I was
incredible.
gonna say
It,
I was gonna give gift memberships, but I think I'm on the
I'm
wrong
sorry.
account.
I feel like I'm in a
Oh,
bit of a sarcastic
hey,
mood today. I
I
don't mean
could
to
do
offend
that.
anybody. I really, I don't know. Maybe I just woke up feeling a bit narky,
A
bit
bit bitchy.
crusty.
I wake up
Yeah.
Yeah,
feeling
maybe.
I
Maybe,
wake up
yeah.
feeling like that all the time.
Yeah, I
I
know.
do.
That's like
And you
yeah.
know what sucks? Like sometimes like there's not even like a troll to eat. Or you know what always happens to me? Titan always fucks with my chew toys before I'm done with them. He knows I'm not done with them and he still fucks with
He
them.
does
I
do
see
that.
you,
Yeah.
Titan. I know you're out there. I know you hear me. Anyways.
It's true. I've seen that happen as well.
Oh
Oh
So,
no
wow. Oh,
way.
thank
Mark,
you.
you got a membership.
Maya,
You're
wow.
not
How
even
did
a
you do
dad. What
that?
the fuck?
I
Oh.
know, I know. Look, I am a father to my community. All right, I am a daddy. You can call me daddy. That's fine.
I'm gonna call
I
you
don't mind.
daddy.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know what I could do with that without getting in trouble. But
fair enough.
Jillian has been a member for 12 months. Welcome, and please continue to enjoy your tapioca weasels, your nitties and vaginas. And it is truly a Christmas miracle that what do you call it? Jillian has
Well-
been a member 12 times because it is
That's
known
incredible.
Steve hates her.
He really does.
Well, actually, I
Really
was
does
talking.
hate
I
her.
was talking to Kip. Kip can call me daddy. That I was
Oh,
actually talking,
yeah, Kip.
talking
You
to
should-
Kip.
You should call him daddy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I
they're gonna-
don't. No, I'll pass. Thank you.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
all right. No, it's okay. I mean, I
You have
also
the
I also
opportunity. That. How old are you,
No.
Kip? Are you older or am I older?
I think he's got a
I'm
couple
older than
years in you.
everybody here. Yeah.
Really?
It's I'm the default oldest always. It's
Oh.
just me. So
All right. Maybe I should call
yeah,
you
every
daddy
room
then.
every room
Right.
that I'm in, I'm just the oldest. So
I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he is a dad,
Yeah.
so you could probably get that
I
for
am.
his
That's
life.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I am a dad.
He's a
wow.
grandfather too.
That
Wow.
too.
Yeah.
I know, right? So well, that didn't work. Wonder why
Oh,
that
Titan
didn't
is
work.
saying you're both a fetus.
Yeah, but Titan's never actually in the stream, is he?
No.
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 So,
Well,
no,
I've
you
talked to Titan on stream, but it's a very rare occasion. Something calamitous has to happen for Titan to show up
Sure.
on stream.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
all right, but I did want to before we move on. I did want to shout out to Jillian for Piha Shri and Good Letha. I guess that's how you pronounce that. So thank you. Also, Kelly has been a cultist for 6 months, and Kelly, Detroit Atheist Queen, says marks on this will be a good episode.
Thank
It's
you so
always
much.
It's always
Kelly.
a good
Kelly's
episode.
awesome. Kelly
fuck-
is fierce. I love Kelly.
Fuck that Kip. Mark's on.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be a
No,
great
no.
episode. No, just Mark. Just the Mark.
Sorry, Kip.
Get
It's all
fucked,
right.
Kip.
Did you hide me? Are you
No.
gonna?
What?
Oh.
No. Joshua Gies or Gies. I don't know how to pronounce it because everybody pronounces it differently. He phonetically, I feel like it should be G's, but he did give us 10 Bad Science Sunday memberships, and that went to Paul Fletcher, Mr. Peabody the Skeptic, B Dub, Winston M, Deep State Annex. Oh, Austin Sims, yay. Tesson, Ashley Loves Blow High, Wayne the Scene, and Lady V Tavora, which is awesome. Aunt Jur has been a cultist and an awesome mod. Well, she's been a cultist for 13 months. She's been an awesome mod for about 3 years now. And Jur says, don't call me daddy. We promise. We'll never call you daddy, Aunt Jur.
Nah, sure.
Never do that.
Weird.
It's not weird. Look, some people
No, sorry. I'm looking at something else.
Oh, God damn it, Kip. You're supposed to be focused on the
Sorry.
stream.
He's
Sorry,
looking
I
at
was.
Benedict Cumberbatch and going,
That's
that's
it. I
eerie.
was-
That's a hunk of fine man. Yeah.
That's exactly. That's
Yeah.
all of it.
And Sapphire Light is celebrating 22 months as a member, which will soon be 2 years, which is nuts to me. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It makes me so happy.
Woohoo! Yeah, I'm unstoppable. Today is my day. Hucky, ducky, dapaka, Dukin. Ha ha, fuck yeah. Zebra parkour. I bet you didn't know it was so badass.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. Kip,
Pretty
Aussie
badass.
man. His
Yeah.
accent is he's always
Right.
funny.
do you do this on your own stream, Kip?
Do what? Get distracted by things? I
You
do
just completely
sometimes.
Ignore the stream.
I did. I'm sorry. Should I,
Right.
is it time for the video?
It is time for the video. You got to tell Mark
right.
what's in store. So,
All right.
also,
It's
Kip does-
right here.
yeah, Kip does not have premium, everyone. So
I
we don't
don't.
know how well that went last time.
It's
Oh,
true.
no.
So that means you guys are going to see all the advertisements for products that Google is quite certain that I want to purchase. So yeah, it's just a little window into me. So today we
Oh,
are
wait a
going
minute.
to be
You
watching.
got to put it on full screen or something.
Do I? Well,
Or
aren't I doing this part first?
theater mode.
You got to
Oh
make
yeah,
it
okay.
giant.
I do.
Giant.
Okay. We'll do theater mode. Yeah, that's better.
Okay,
And then
perfect.
I'll make it full screen. So tonight we're watching There's Proof Biblical Giants existed. Why is the government covering it up? And of course, the reason why we're watching this video while Dr. Tapioca Weasel, the trenchcoat astrophysicist Weasels, is not here is because this is part of what he's doing right now with the cover up, right? Of the
Yeah.
giants. This is from I won't say our friend. This is from that piece of shit over at the Tucker Carlson network. Tucker Carlson, who has 1.97 million subscribers. Wow.
Million subscribers.
Yeah. And
there's another channel that has more, I feel like. But also, this is AJ. This is AJ from the Y-Files. AJ has 5.85 million subscribers.
Holy cow.
That
Wow.
Probably sharing now with Tucker Carlson.
Probably.
Because who doesn't need that?
That's right. This particular video is 4 months old and it has 482,000 views. There's a whole bunch of comments on here too. Oh look, they want to erase and discredit Christianity because giants. I don't know what. Well, I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Giants erase and destroy
giant skeleton. Yeah, okay. You guys know this giant skeleton was found on the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama in 1886.
Oh, I knew the Smithsonian. Yeah. The Smithsonian. So that is, you can't talk about giant conspiracies without mentioning the Smithsonian.
Oh, we will talk. He'll bring it up, and we will get a moment to talk about that. Yeah.
All right. Are we ready? Are we ready to go?
We're ready to rumble.
Yeah. All right. Let's rumble.
Smithsonian is a weird organization. Throughout the history of the organization, we have records of them receiving bones of giants and artifacts that are
records. He just jumps right into it. Mark, do you have anything to say?
No, they don't have records of that. What happened was there was a like an onion paper. It was a fake paper called the Daily Truth, I think it was. And so they did an article about all of these giants being held in the basement of the Smithsonian as a joke. And that is where this started from. That is all where it started from. So that has now been taken as being a conspiracy, and they say we have records. No, it was a joke paper. Hang on, I'll try and find, because I found it on the Wayback Machine kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, just even doing a quick Google search, the AI overview says no. Like, period. No, period.
Yeah, but the AI is controlled by Big Giant. You know, like, come on now. Everybody knows that.
Guys.
Everybody knows that.
Investigations by independent fact checkers like the Associated Press and Wikipedia trace the origin of the story back to 2014 article, The World News Daily Report, a known satirical website. So Onion and Onion Light. And the false rumor was later amplified on social media with fake claims that the U.S. Supreme Court, forced the institution to release classified documents. Historically, during the 19th and early 20th century, local newspapers often sensationalized the discovery of oversized bones. When these bones were sent to the Smithsonian for scientific evaluation, they were properly classified by experts. The reports were typically the result of misidentified animal bones, incorrect measurements, and deliberate hoaxes.
Hey, have you guys ever noticed how much the astrophysicist Trenchcoat Weasels likes to talk about AI and use AI?
Mm-hmm.
You seen that?
Are you derailing the stream, Kip?
No, I'm gonna press play.
I think he's angling for Dr. Tap's job. I think that's what's happening.
No. It's totally Tap's job is. I mean, everybody knows that he's the best at pressing the play button. Nobody can do it like Tap can.
He never presses the play button. Son of a bitch.
Shall I press the play button?
Can you press the
I'm
goddamn
ready.
play button?
Yeah, I can.
Hard to explain.
See
We
how
have
that works?
records of them receiving it, but then they lose them or they deny ever having them. And the Smithsonian, which is
I mean,
a government institution,
I love the way pause. I love the way he's like, oh, they deny having them. Like they've been like they haven't been open and honest about it. Like I would like to know, like he doesn't believe that he believes that the Smithsonian received giant human skeletons that they hid and or destroyed,
Mhm.
and then denied having. That's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm just grabbing it now. I think I got it.
Oh, are we going to put this on screen?
Well, you don't have to do
Uh,
anything. That would be me. If
Oh,
you
okay.
needs to.
All right. I'm just ready to press the play button.
Well, Mark's talking.
Sorry,
well,
I'll
I'm
be
kind
quiet.
of,
Ooh.
yeah.
Can I just say yes, Joshua? Iron Giant is absolutely a documentary.
Absolutely. Okay, so this is sort of the article. A Supreme Court ruling has forced the Smithsonian Institution to release classified papers dating from the early 1900s that proves that the organization was involved in a major historical cover-up of evidence showing that giant human remains in tens of thousands have been uncovered all across America and were ordered to be destroyed by high-level administrators to protect the mainstream chronology of human evolution at the time. That is literally what they're saying. American Institute of Alternative Archaeology.
A very reputable institution.
Oh yeah.
The Alternative Archaeology Institution.
I love that Congress is spending time on this rather than livable wages, affordable health care.
But Maya, I mean, they're destroying Christianity.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how it destroys Christianity. I mean, I don't know how it does. I mean, Christianity's still around.
Mark, have you ever
Yeah.
considered because?
I have. Usually I put something after it, but I have.
Have you also considered that we got raided 20 minutes ago and it went totally unnoticed by me? And welcome, Skeptic Haven. Thank you for sharing your community with us. Today, Tucker Carlson and the Wi-Fi Files guy got together.
Hey.
And we are unlocking the secret cover-up of big government and the Illuminati and how they don't want us to know the giants used to rule the world. And that would be important definitely because, Mark.
Because it means that the Nephilim...
No. You're right. You got it right.
Oh, because I'm sorry. I thought I had to add something after that. I'm not with it. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, that would be like, facts, evidence, proof. Like, no. Like, we're talking about giant aliens that used to rule the earth.
Were they aliens? Is that what they're claiming? I think they were claiming that they're
giant humans. They're probably
supernatural meta-humans, I think is the correct nomenclature
they're
for
angels,
these
and
things.
Kip loves it when I use that term.
Maya. Yeah, so much. Maya, did you miss gift memberships? I feel like you might have missed something.
Just press the goddamn play button, please.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
now.
Fine. All right.
is exempt from a lot of law. Like, not too long ago, a law was passed that if any museums are in possession of tribal, like Native American artifacts, specifically funeral artifacts, they're to be returned to the tribes.
Bones,
anything, except the Smithsonian. They don't have to do that.
Okay.
May I ask? Okay, so
wait. So
I feel like they do.
Right.
Yeah. That's my guess.
Feels
like that's an easily resolved question.
Yeah, apparently the Smithsonian, and this is AI, so do take it with a grain of salt, but the
Sure.
Smithsonian Institute is legally and ethically required to return Native American ancestral remains and cultural artifacts to descendant tribes. I don't know why. Like apparently that is the National Museum of the American. Oh wow, that's American Indian. That's just what the law's called. All right, don't at me. I know that that's a pretty bad term for it. This federal law legally obligates Smithsonian to return human. So they actually are. So this is just wrong. Well, it says that it requires them on request to return them in this reparation. Maybe the Giants haven't asked for them back. Maybe that's the problem.
I mean, fair. Also, all right, Kip Davis. I'm sorry. That was God. That was so rude. Kip Davis is gifted five more cult members, and those went to Melody Joy. God, Mitch. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Guys, help me out.
Do you want some help?
Yeah.
What are we trying to help?
Where are
with?
we here?
This Mitch
Pronunciation of
Damskanos. That person, yeah.
Mikhail Damaskanos.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
beautiful.
so.
Way to go, Mark. You're so smart. Para Cypher. And why? Because Weed Bro. Hey. Good aim there, Kip. All
Yeah,
right.
thanks.
Excuse me, are y'all with the cult?
New cultists, returning cultists, please enjoy your tapioca weasels, your nitties, and vaginas.
I enjoy those things. Shall I press play?
Please.
Okay.
A couple things, but I don't want this to slip by. So you're referring to the claim that the Nephilim, as described in Genesis 6, this race of giant people who are a hybrid between the spirit world and the human world.
So described is a bit of a stretch. Like mentioned is probably more accurate. Like it doesn't really describe them at all.
It actually doesn't. And they're not giants in Genesis 6. Maybe numbers, they're only mentioned in two places in the entire Bible. The Nephilim are mentioned in Genesis 6, and then again in Numbers 13 verse 33, where it says that in their eyes we appeared like grasshoppers. That's what it says. So they seem like they could be giants there, but that's not anywhere in Genesis 6. And of course, when he talks about spiritual, what did he say? He said something about spiritual creatures. That just hurts my soul. It makes me want to drink the rest of the sangria right now and then start on the turpentine. So
Jeez.
I don't know.
Sangria for all. Come on. Summertime.
As far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kip, but in Genesis, all it says is that the angels had children with the daughters of man, and that was the Nephilim. It didn't sort of say that they were giants at all. And you have other stories in Genesis, like Sodom and Gomorrah, where the angels are clearly staying with the Lot, and they're not giants. So I don't know where the giant part really comes from.
Oh, I can answer that question.
Okay, go, please.
The giant. First of all, they're not angels. They're identified in Genesis 6 as the sons of God or the sons of the gods, which is just like other gods, like the other divine beings, like Yahweh, right? Yahweh's a son of the gods according to Deuteronomy 32. So the giant thing is something that came from the Septuagint, which is the Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible, which was composed probably in the 3rd century BCE. And the Septuagint translated the word Nephilim, which is a Hebrew word, It's just transliterated right into our English Bibles, but it translated that word with gigantes, which means giant. And it might have got that also from there's probably some exchange between the translators of the Septuagint and the reading the Book of Enoch, where the Nephilim are described as giants who eat people. So I think that's probably where they're getting it. But you're absolutely right that in Genesis chapter 6, verse 4, all it says was that the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men were these Nephilim. And then it says there were men of renown, in men of the name, literally, in those days. So you're right about that. Tucker Carlson is wrong.
Is
No,
there like
that can't be possible.
do we know what Nephilim means? Is it just
So most will say that it comes from the Hebrew verb nafal, which means to fall, and a lot of people interpret it as fallen ones.
okay.
I'm not sure about that, just because of the way that the word is vocalized. It's hard, in my opinion, to relate that more directly to a Hebrew verb that actually makes sense. I think it's possibly a loan word from another language, possibly that we're just not keyed in on exactly what it means. But I mean, fallen ones is probably the best guess. Although with the way it is vocalized, I would say that its closest translation would be those who make fall, like those who make others fall.
Okay, yeah, that was going to be my next question. Like, why would that makes more sense than falling
That
on
actually
ones?
does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Well, they've been
it's not
ascribed
perfect.
to a lot of different things throughout conspiracy theory. Like they were the fallen angels, and they were the all kinds of stuff has been attributed to the Nephilim. But who knows who they were? We don't have any idea. It'd be
Right.
great if there was a document showed up that sort of told us, this was the tribe of Nephilim or something. That'd be great.
And this is literally everything that we know about them from the Bible. I'll just read to you everything that we know about the Nephilim from the Bible. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. I'm just reading the NRSV translation here because I'm feeling lazy and I've had a little bit of sangria. In those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went into the daughters of humans, who bore children to them. These were the heroes of old, warriors of renown. So that's Genesis 6:4. That's all we know about them from Genesis 6:4. And then in Numbers chapter 13, verses 33, this is the report from the spies that Moses sent into the land of Canaan to check things out, to make sure that they could go in and make easy work of all the Canaanites there when they invaded. And the spies reported back and said this: there we saw the Nephilim. The Anakites come from the Nephilim. And to ourselves, we seemed like grasshoppers. So we seemed to them. And that's it. That is the grand total of information that we have about the Nephilim from the Bible. That's it. That's everything.
So, I know I talked to you about Enoch a lot, but aren't they in Enoch?
Oh yes, they're pretty prominent in Enoch. And especially there's a whole other book that was probably part of the, because the Book of Enoch is actually a collection of several different individual compositions, but there's another book that was probably part of the Book of Enoch that we call the Book of Giants, and it was preserved by the Mandeans into like the medieval period, but we actually found fragments of it as well in the Dead Sea Scrolls. And the Book of the Giants is all about, it's really interesting because it's all about these offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men, and they are giants. And in the Book of the Giants, they all have names, and lots of the names are like just riffing off of old, well-known heroes from different cultures. Like, for example, one of the Nephilim in the Book of the Giants is called Gilgamesh, which I think is kind of cool. And
Well, that was
uh,
Mesopotamian, right? Like that was
yeah,
Sumerian.
yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
but in the Book of the Giants, what happens is Enoch has to go to they're because they realize that they're like eternally damned because of what their parents did. They seek out Enoch, and Enoch has to come and preach, like preach to them and to help fix their problems. It's interesting. So,
Well, it sounds like, we today that we would call, Andre the Giant, right? That wrestler who had gigantism, right? And he was a huge guy, incredibly strong, and incredibly powerful, incredibly nice guy apparently. But it sounds like that later on down the line, after we lose documentation and things, a lot they're saying they were literally giants. Whereas, Andre the Giant was a big guy, but not a giant. He's not a giant. He's a human who just happens to have gigantism.
And so, like for the Nephilim, do we know if that's like part of another myth? Is that something they're bringing in? Like, I don't know, the flood myth or Samson or,
yeah.
is it because they talk about them as like men of renown? So, like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're like other myths that they're.
The best work on this, in my opinion, is David Carr's. He's written a really, really good book called The Formation of Genesis 1 to 11. And that's the direction he goes. Not every scholar goes this way, but and I agree with him. That's the direction he goes, where the Nephilim myth was probably like a standalone Hebrew myth.
Okay.
That was incorporated into the story and just trimmed right down to just the bare minimum, right? And it's possible that the Book of Enoch, which is like expansive, might preserve some of what that original myth actually looked like. So, but the thing that I've always noted about Genesis 6 verses 1 to 4, which is virtually the entire story. One of the things that I've noticed, that I've paid close attention to, is that there's never any condemnation of like the sons of God or the daughters of men or the Nephilim themselves. Like these are all, it's presented in the text as if this is all just stuff that happened, and God seems to have just been fine with it. Like, oh well, this is just stuff that happened. It's very interesting. If you go back and you actually read the story, and think to yourself, is the text actually condemning anyone in this story? The answer is like no. It's just this is all benign. It's just stuff that happens.
It's weird. Well, like I said, I've read the Bible cover to cover once. It was like 25 years ago, so I don't. I used to remember a lot more than I do, and it was also through a very Christian lens of this happening and God being upset about it, and then sending a flood.
Yeah, I don't think that's why the flood. He says that the world was wicked, but that's not.
Yeah.
Nephilim wasn't why he sent the flood. It just says they
Well,
were
no,
around at that point.
no, not them, but like the children. They were like it was. I don't know. Again, through a Christian lens, like that's what I was taught, and so that's what when I read it.
No, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
Kip, do you know which is like came first? Which book is older? The Epic of Gilgamesh. That's older.
Oh
than
yeah, but the
yeah.
Epic of Gilgamesh is extremely old.
But where does
It's
the
been
Book of Enoch fit into all of that? Like,
the Book of
is
the
it?
Enoch.
Sorry,
It
go
was
ahead.
written in like the third. Sorry, it was the earliest parts of the Book of Enoch's, like, we figure was probably the 3rd century BCE.
Hmm.
So like, no, I mean, no, probably postdates Genesis, right?
Right.
So absolutely postdates the book of the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is by that time already, thousands of years old.
Yeah. So could the people that penned or sort of recorded the Old Testament have written because I know that the Epic of Gilgamesh, it describes Gilgamesh as sort of a giant of a man kind of thing, this huge guy. Could that have made its way to the Bible, and then by the time it gets to the Book of Enoch, they're like, tall as mountains kind of thing? It seems like a progression of these people going from simply a massive person, right, like a Shaquille O'Neal, to bigger still, and then by the time they get to the most recent text, they're 300 feet tall kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably exactly what happened. Although it's like they're working off of just like what by this time is a pretty well-known trope. And you see it in like excuse me, the best example I can think of outside of the Bible is in Greek mythology, where Heracles is the offspring of Hera and
Zeus
and a human.
Thetis? No, I would think it was
Yeah.
a nymph.
But not a god, right? Like
Right.
like he is
Demigod,
he's a demigod. So he's not quite on the same level as the gods. He's a level below the gods, but also, like a superhuman. So
Yes.
they're operating in this space where this is a common thing for people to think that there's like superhuman beings out there that are the offspring of gods and not gods. Sometimes humans, sometimes whatever. So yeah, I think that's probably what's happening.
Yeah, and I think that sort of somebody claiming to be descended from a god never did any harm to their PR campaign.
Never.
So the other possibility, could these be aliens, Kip?
Boy, yeah. So I suppose. I mean, the text doesn't say it's not aliens. So that's how this works, right?
So yeah, we come across a lot of these videos where the Nephilim were, those from heaven to earth came down and
from heaven, right?
Yeah, from the sky, whatever.
Yeah.
And they mated with some just say they were like monkeys, I guess, or like apes, ancient apes.
Oh.
And then they infuse them with their DNA, and then you get people.
Yes.
Well, aren't the aliens like really short? Like when I watch like X-Files, or when I see, all the totally true documentaries about the aliens, they're all like little gray guys, aren't they?
Well, you're assuming
time
there's only
traveling
one type.
aliens, Kip. They can infuse the monkeys with whatever the fuck they want.
Right. Well, not only that, but there's multiple different types. You've got the short greys, which are the ones you're talking about, but there's tall greys as well. There's tall ones as well. There's also the lizard ones, the reptoids, right? You don't forget the reptoids. You should never forget the reptoids.
No, those are definitely aliens.
How could I forget the reptoids?
Yeah, they live under Antarctica and control the world, as well as every single other alien ever postulated controls the world. Absolutely.
Got it. That's
but like it's Yeah, it's DNA. They're infusing DNA. Like they have like technology where
Mm.
they can. I'm pretty sure they need to be short for all the time traveling shit, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Portal
but
only opens so far, Maya. What are you
when you're
talking
trying
about?
to like, what do you call it? Create a race of workhorses, you want them to be a little stocky.
Hmm.
So you gotta play with the shit a little bit. And
Awesome.
sometimes they are very beautiful, and you want to fuck them. So yeah, what does the Bible
Sure.
say about all that, Kip?
Does that count as bestiality? I don't know.
They're
Well, I've just
aliens.
demonetized this
I
stream. I'm sorry.
I don't
They're
think so.
aliens,
It
Mark. It's
Yeah, they're
not.
aliens. It's
Yeah, it's
not
like apples and oranges.
not
But they're not
animals.
the same
Yeah.
species. They're not the same
I
species.
mean, would it be
But
bestiality?
I mean,
That's like a little
there's no
speciesist, Mark. So
listen.
listen to me. If I wanted to fuck an alien, would that be bestiality?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
There is just nothing within the Torah that says you can't fuck an alien. Nothing.
Hello?
No, I mean, a legal
Oh.
alien, yes, but not like space alien.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, like, if humans were as stupid as animals back there before the aliens got to us and obviously
And
improved our
they
intelligence,
were, right? We know
They
this
were.
because aliens infused all the smart brain shit.
right,
So
right.
okay,
The
Jillian
so
only
they're
reason
dumb.
where that's not
Guys, Jillian has a very good point that it should not go.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, that's the point. Can humans consent if they've got the minds of animals? They obviously can't. So you wouldn't be done for beast, just like we wouldn't prosecute an animal for that kind of stuff, right? We'd prosecute the more intelligent one that should know better
It should know better.
than
Okay.
to
So
fuck
it
with the
depends on.
unenlightened.
I mean, okay, if it's a time traveling alien that can infuse
Yeah.
me with DNA and make my offspring way smarter than me, I'm
Yes.
Obviously.
thinking, I don't know. Would I be this dumb animal? And the alien should be prosecuted?
I'm pretty sure I'm a dumb animal. I'm pretty sure. I
don't
have
know.
felt this way for a long time. Eric knows where it's at.
Oh, well, Jester was here first. And
Okay.
he's been a member for 28 months. That's a long fucking time. And we
Holy
love Jester.
shit.
Hey, Jester.
Jester has
Yeah.
his own emoji, and we fucking love him. And we're going to shout him out because he says, what does Supreme Archon Bedell say about all this? And Bedell might actually be a dumb animal. Oh, that's a good question.
God.
But no, Bedell loves the Book of Enoch. I'm pretty sure he agrees with everything in it. But, you know,
Do you think-
it's got to be pro-black because, you know, he's a Moorish
Oh,
American.
Do you think he sleeps with? I've noticed that you know, the trench coat astrophysicist weasel sleeps with a book. Has it at his bed at all. Sleeps. Do you think Bedell sleeps with the Book of Enoch?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Billy Carson, maybe.
Oh, Billy Carson. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
But for
absolutely.
$5, Eric, I gotta have you back on my show. It's been a year.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, it's time to get your shit together, get back on my show.
Come on.
Right? And for $5, Eric from Skeptics and Scoundrels said it'd be bestiality to them also. So yes, like we're just going with the resounding yes. Consent be
Maybe-
damned. You can't consent to fucking alien. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think he's saying, yeah. I don't know. Maybe they have different laws.
Maybe.
Maybe things work differently when you're
they're space aliens. Who's going to prosecute them?
when you're in space. Exactly.
But no, we're talking about morals and ethics, right?
I don't know anything about that.
People just love it when you talk about morals and ethics. They just love it. They will be hooked for hours.
I mean, well,
Hours.
okay. Are you talking about the general public? Or are you talking about your favorite preceptor?
What do you mean?
I'm
talking about me. The level of
you.
vitriol I get when I talk about morality is extreme. Like, seriously. And I completely understand it because usually it's used to make people feel bad about themselves, which is kind of a really shitty thing to do.
No, you don't
Pay
let
attention,
people
Christians.
tell you what your morals are incorrectly and then make you feel
Uh-huh.
bad for their straw man.
Yeah.
Tisk, Mark.
Yeah, I know.
Tisk,
I know.
tisk.
I'm a shocker. Yeah, I should stick to hunting Nephilim. That's what I really should do.
You're
I
a
mean,
you're a Nephilim hunter.
hunter. Yep.
You're actually kind of a beast when it comes to like people trying to like what do you call it? Get the tag argument past you. That's it's impressive.
Tag argument doesn't even start. Like it's just ridiculous.
I keep saying that.
Yeah.
But people keep giving conceding a point that shouldn't be conceded, and then like just I'm sorry. You know what? This isn't a debate bro stream. We're gonna press the play
Debate
button.
me on that. It is debate.
I can press the play button.
For the reason
You
that
see
God
that?
sent the flood, this is all described in Genesis. They were giants. They were great men of old, I think is the phrase.
Did he just say? Oh,
He said they. Oh, it looks like
okay with that, yeah.
Google says
Very
you
nice.
need a vacation, kid. That's what
yeah.
Google says.
Apparently, I want to go
You need a
here.
vacation,
Yeah.
kid.
Skip.
Can I go
Nice.
here? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
The claim from some people is that's actually real,
Costa
and the
Rica?
fossil
I
record
think
proves
the US
it's real
is
because
invading Costa
giant.
Rica
What?
momentarily. I think
Wait.
they're about to invade Costa Rica.
Mark, you're fucking up the
Damn.
stream, but we'll
Yeah.
talk about that.
Okay, you can kick me. I don't mind.
Bones, human bones, have been found through the years, and that some or a lot of them wound up in the Smithsonian where their existence was suppressed.
Yes.
Oh,
And you're saying there's
He says that with a great deal of conviction.
yes,
I've noticed.
yes.
It
So,
must mean this is the sign of you can trust a person who
Oh,
speaks
yeah.
with
that face?
confidence. Yes, and conviction, right? This is how.
That's why I
mean,
trust
this
you,
is.
Kip.
I thought it was the Kim and Gibb the ponytail.
Well, yeah,
on
no,
it.
that is
Well, that
leaking
doesn't-
trust. You know,
it doesn't
it
hurt.
chooses trust and responsibility. Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
it doesn't hurt.
maybe the AI saw that ponytail and was like, "This guy looks like he should be on a beach."
So this whole thing is from people who dug up bones in the 1900s, and our ways of identifying bones were not great in the 1900s. I just have to put that over. It wasn't fantastic. You know, it may have been dinosaur bones. We don't know, but the whole idea that they had records of this, well, America only had like since World War One. Laws suppressing intelligence kind of thing because of the World War. So, the whole idea that they kept all of this suppressed somehow is ridiculous. Because the papers of the day, it didn't say they had dug up giant bones, except they had dug up giant bones, right? Like, it wasn't giant bones, it was giant bones.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm
right.
saying,
Yeah.
right?
No. Yeah. The bones of giants. I get it. No. Yeah. Well. Okay. So they believe that bones were sent to the Smithsonian, and
Yeah.
instead of correctly identifying the bones, the Smithsonian did a cover up where they said, "Oh no, these are totally normal bones. Nothing to see here, kids," and didn't release the true results. Like that's
Yeah.
what they believe.
Yeah, or they did a massive cover up by identifying them as dinosaurs. How dare they
How dare
not acknowledge that they were giant humans that because don't forget, to the young earth creationist, the Nephilim and dinosaurs would have lived together. Right? They would have been around the same time period because Garden of Eden was the, beginning of the world. The creation story was the beginning. So like we're only talking about 6,000 to 10,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Sorry.
Are you hungry, Kip?
I got peanut butter dark chocolate O. Henry bars from one of my kids today.
Happy
Because it's
Father's
Father's
Day.
Day.
Called O. Henry.
Yeah.
Have you never
Who is
heard of an O.
Henry?
Henry?
Oh my God!
No,
Happy
never.
Father's
Jesus.
Day, Kip. Hit the play button.
Oh, okay, fine. But Mark hasn't heard of O. Henry, Maya.
He has a Google search button.
actually documentary evidence that may be true.
Yes, there's
Oh my God.
documentary evidence that the Smithsonian has received bones and
Yeah, there's
large
documentation.
coffins.
What?
The
Yeah.
Smithsonian's received bones.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They
really?
do that. That happens a lot.
We never knew that.
God.
They're a museum. I can't imagine them receiving bones being a museum. No other
Giant
museum has
bones.
ever gotten bones. He didn't say giant bones. He said we have evidence that they receive bones.
Bones. They receive bones.
Yes.
Yeah. If you got chicken and eggs, send your bones to the Smithsonian, so they can cover those up. Holy shit.
From not that long ago, we're talking maybe the 50s or 60s.
Holy
And
cow.
as recently as the 80s, people have been trying to get access to this information, but they're stonewalled or they just don't have it.
I don't know.
And there was
Wait,
one
I don't-
case where
I
the Smithsonian said,
seriously-
yes, we did receive the bones,
Sorry,
but we don't
just a
know
sec.
where they are.
Okay.
Sorry.
One. None of that happened. Like it just like none of it happened. I don't. This is like an internet fairy tale, or an urban myth, if you will. Like they get shit. They've said it's this. They've released the information. There's nothing to cover up. And he doesn't he's just talking, right? He's like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, the Smithsonian, this did happen. They did get them. They did say that. But there's no like, okay, well, on this date, this was sent over and we never received, it was just like these like, ambiguous bones that appeared at their doorstep one day or by someone. It's so funny because like he actually believes this.
Well, no, you have to listen to what he actually says, because he said the Smithsonian receives bones and did
Yeah.
so during the 50s and 60s, right? 1950, 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a time that the Smithsonian sort of did receive bones to, like, for instance, I believe that the mastodon bones were sort of coming in around that time. That's when they
Okay.
found the first sort of mastodon bones. So that isn't untrue, right?
It's
What
not
he's
untrue.
saying... What he's saying is they went to the Smithsonian and said, hey, release your giant bones. And they're like, what the fuck? Like,
said
what are you
that.
talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
And I'm saying they
but that
didn't-
doesn't make it everything he's saying untrue. It just means that, I don't know how you get access to the giant bones which aren't there.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, then we agree. Stop yelling
Yes.
at me.
Oh my God. Did you guys realize that Beck named his dog Mr. Bon Jovi? That's amazing.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Isn't
good.
that? Yeah.
Mm.
And
Well, if you received human bones that were larger than any human bones ever described in literature, ever, other than Genesis 6, kind of a big story.
Wait, what? Where are the bones described in Genesis 6? Anyone?
I mean, well,
Um,
no, you're the Bible scholar.
No, well, I mean they're not, right? We read the description of the Nephilim in Genesis 6 and in Numbers chapter 13, which is, sadly scant on details. So, God, it's almost like Tucker's talking out of his ass.
Well,
Oh,
he's
no,
making
no.
an assumption there. I mean, they received big bones from megafauna and things like that. That's about the period when we were sort of, really getting into discovery. And look, the Smithsonian's been absolutely freaking terrible when it comes to collection of human remains. And that's mostly because they kind of dug up native burial grounds and stuff because they had to collect the bones to put them in museums without any consent from the people whose lives are affected by it. Like, they were terrible doing that. They acknowledged that, but they've never said they got huge bones of people. I don't know where this comes from.
Well, no, people are telling them these are this is what these bones are. Not even just of people, but like cryptids, da 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 da. And so they're
Yeah.
sending them there to identify, and they're like, no, these are normal bones. They correctly classify them, and they're like, no, normal bones. So I don't know. It's kind of like what do you call it? Yeah, so him for sure is like, please name that case. Like, yeah, I need to know what they're talking about. You can't just tell me, well, one day somebody walked up to the Smithsonian with bones and said, hey, these totally human giant bones, and I need you to identify them as such. And then the Smithsonian was like, no, this is dinosaur bone. Nothing to see here. And you don't get your bone back. Like, when did that happen? What was the person? When was the date? Like, what it doesn't. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the people also saying that, hey, we found giant bones aren't.
Who are the
you know,
people?
they're
Who
not
are
pa-
they, Mark? Who?
Well,
Where?
they're not paleontologists. They're not, in any way experienced with identifying what species a bone comes
They're
from. Usually
alternative archaeologists, Mark.
Oh, that's right. Yes, alternative archaeology. Yes, yeah.
Alternative is cool. Remember?
Is it?
No,
Like you,
I remember
like you
being
weren't even
pissed off
around.
every time I hear alt facts, alt history. My government seems to love that. Though.
Alternative medicine.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, my government loves alternative medicine. God, this timeline.
Oh my God, is there bingo happening? I didn't think there was bingo tonight. Is there actually bingo tonight? What?
Holly
God
made
damn it! What is going on?
Holly made bingo cards.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
What?
Dr. Tap said there would be no bingo. Can we kick Dr. Tap out?
Wait,
please.
Can we keep him out?
No, kick him out.
He wants to kick him out.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? He's not here, right?
He's not.
Well,
so I mean, it counts, right? He's not
Oh,
here.
Doctor, not Tappy.
Can we bring him in to kick him out?
Oh, yeah, I would love that.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. If you can get him to come, then I will happily kick him out. But in the meantime, God, Kelly's a double member. Holy shit,
Oh.
Kelly, you're the fucking goat. Everybody else, get on. You need to be on Kelly's level here. Why is everyone not a double member? Like, that's some bullshit. Kelly, I love you. And you need to get monetized so I can throw money at you. Oh, wait.
Excuse me, are y'all with the cult?
Kelly's with the motherfucking cult. Love it. All right. Twice. That's some shit. I love Kelly. Hey, guys.
Wait,
you guys
damn it.
You guys have got to love Kelly, too. Tell her you love her.
I love you, Kelly.
I love you, Kelly.
All right.
I can't believe that everyone's talking about blackouts, and I'm not even playing. Damn it.
Everyone's talking about blackouts.
Yeah, this is the reason they have blackouts now.
Man,
you're doing your part. You're doing your part to make the bingo players happy, Kip. Just know that.
Yeah.
All right, play button.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you see that story repeated over and over again, especially in America, for hundreds of years. Even native tribes have stories about giants having wars with giants, driving giants across the country to the famous one is the Lovelock Cave, which is in California. These are the red-headed giants.
Oh, wait
and
a minute.
red hair has been
Whoa. All right. Well, okay. We don't want to go too long playing the video. Just wait. You say what? Lovelock?
Lovelock
Cave. Lovelock Caves.
Oh, Google is bringing it up for me. All right. So, are there Lovelock Cave giants?
Do you want me to draw a map?
You're such a great map drawer. But it's Father's Day, and I would hate to put you to work. Lovelock Cave giants refer to a legendary tribe of red-haired cannibalistic giants. Goddamn, known as the Seetica. According to native oral history, these giants were eventually trapped in a Nevada cave and killed by native tribes. Miners excavated the cave in 1911, uncovering 20,000 artifacts, including duck decoys and giant sandals.
Oh, wow. The giant sandals.
Giant sandals.
So scientific reality versus myth. While the archaeological site at the Lovelock Cave is very real and holds massive historical significance for the region, modern anthropologists and scientists have debunked the claim of literal giants. Oh wow, got debunked in Google search. Get fucked, AJ. Anyways. Later, I'm sorry. This guy's name is AJ, not AJ.
Not you, AJ
Yeah.
Ruley.
Not AJ Ruley, who is a queen and taking a lot of shit for no reason.
Yeah.
While the archaeological site, so later university studies and forensic analysis revealed that the skeletons discovered were of normal human stature, averaging around 6 feet tall. Which, I mean, may have been a little taller than
Yeah,
average
that's
100 years
tall.
ago, but
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
not, was certainly not outside of the realm of like human capacity.
Yeah, I mean, you get some tall tribes in Africa. The
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of the tribe. That they are generally very tall. The males are very, very tall.
The red hair discovered on some of the mummified remains is now understood as a result of a natural chemical breakdown in the soil after burial, which alters the color of black hair over thousands of years. So they
Right,
weren't
so-
red-haired; they were just red-haired
Yeah.
when we found them after death. Which, okay,
Yeah, so the Dinka people of South Sudan are on average around
Oh.
6 feet tall, with many of them over 6'6", which is remarkably tall.
Oh, and the unusually large artifacts found, such as a 15-inch sandal, do not indicate a giant race is wearing oversized or reinforced footwear was common for survival in rough, snowy, or marshy. Oh, okay. It does not indicate a giant race because wearing oversized or reinforced footwear was common for survival in the terrain that they lived in. So, but you know, Nephilim.
Why not?
Obviously.
Yeah, and so
Found in-
miners sort of, the claim was originally that they found a guy 6'6", and although that is really tall at the time, that is not giant. You know, if there was one guy who was 6'6", he'd be known as a huge guy, but you know, we wouldn't call him a giant.
Maybe you wouldn't call him a giant.
Maybe I would. You don't know me.
By the way, I just looked at my bingo card.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Can you look at the play button?
that cave and giant sandals and clothing that is enormous.
Actually?
Yes, on display.
Actually, no.
But it's always an explanation. No, it's
No?
No.
Did you say no? Actually, no?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Is that it? Just no.
Well, what we've got to make a distinguish between is having one member of a group or a tribe that is exceptionally tall and the entire species of being tall. That's the thing. Like, a giant can't just be, oh, well, there's one person who's, over 7 foot, because humans can grow that big. Like, we're talking about the entire lot of them. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you were saying earlier. It's like because Andre the Giant existed, therefore, this story in this book is real,
Right.
and not meant to be. I don't know.
Play.
Whatever is it? I don't know. Like, what was the story meant to? Was it like a cautionary tale? Was it like what? So when we're talking about like the Nephilim coming down, like what was the moral of the story? Like what were they trying to convey with that?
Well, they said he was responsible for the flood. So that's what he was talking to Tucker Carlson about. And Tucker Carlson said the Nephilim were the reason why the flood happened.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was told.
Yeah. And so I think they're trying to say, hey, there's still these giants around, or until recently at least, or probably still around, that you have to be wary of and scared of because they're evil and wicked and they'll do horrible things.
No, yeah, I understand that's what they're trying to say. I was just asking about the Bible authors. Like, do we know what like?
So I think, I don't know if you guys are interested in what I think, but I'm, biblical scholar here.
Mhm.
I think that people in antiquity probably saw like very tall humans from time to time.
Okay.
And they also had these stories from ages past of people who did remarkable things. So I think that the story in Genesis 6 is just an explanation for these things. That,
So it's
these
a just
remarkable
so,
people, pardon?
like a just so story.
I think it's a just so story.
Okay. Oh,
Because a
hey.
lot of it was trying
Sometimes.
to explain things like that, right? Like it had
Yeah.
the reason why women strike at snakes and snakes strike at humans was a curse by God. It wasn't just they didn't understand that snakes have defense mechanisms
Yeah.
given to them by evolution, and humans don't like snakes because our bodies react to their poison. Like they don't understand that, so it is they were cursed to strike at the ankle kind of thing. And
Exactly.
like exactly, Kip makes a fantastic point. It is probably you do get people even from ordinary parents whose children are unusually tall. That's just the way genetics works. It can throw up, and the gene for being tall is actually a dominant gene. So occasionally you will just throw up a huge person, and and unable to explain the genetics of how dominant genes work, of course. Well, a good explanation, they were their parents were diddled by the gods.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
And real quick, I do want to thank Jesse Riverbank, who celebrated 5 months of membership. Oh,
Excuse me, are y'all with the cult?
welcome on back to the cult. Please continue to enjoy your tapical weasels, your middies, and vaginas.
Should I press play now?
Please.
It's symbolic, it's allegory, or whatever it is. But that's not what the native people say. They say that this was a cannibalistic tribe that they cornered in a cave and sealed it and set them on fire, essentially. And if you go to that cave, there is residue of the fire. There was one tribal leader who wore strands of red hair in her clothing for years. Good look her up.
Must have
Pretty famous.
must have come from giants. Where else could that have come from?
Yeah, I look, and just because you have a neighboring tribe that are pretty large, and you take action against them, over time we've got to understand that sort of, hey, we destroyed a tribe of slightly bigger than us people doesn't give you the kind of acclaim that we destroyed a nearby tribe of giants gives you. That over time they become these enemies that are vastly outproportioned, because that's how mythology, that's how legend building works. That's just how it works.
It's true.
Are you looking at something else?
So what? And this is
Who?
Kip, he gets distracted.
What am I
so
looking
easily.
at?
I don't know. I'm asking because you looked I don't know. I'm asking.
I was pressing the play button.
Okay. No,
Wasn't-
I
I
love
was-
that.
The
I was
Bible
right there.
again.
Okay.
He's probably looking. I always catch Kip looking at the Bible. It's ridiculous. He can't keep his eyes off it. It's so like seriously.
It does distract.
I don't
him.
know.
I'll tell you.
I don't know if you guys know this,
Uh-huh.
but I fucking love the Bible. I
have
love
heard.
it.
Yeah, I've heard.
I
Yeah.
fucking
Like,
fucking love
do you love it as much as like inspiring philosophy loves the Bible, though?
Oh my God. Inspiring philosophy does not love the Bible. Inspiring philosophy fetishizes the Bible. He does not love it.
Ooh.
He does not.
I feel like you're gatekeeping inspiring philosophy. That's not real love, Michael. That's not real love. You would respect it if you loved it. All
Yes.
right?
If inspiring philosophy would like to apologize to and make up with the Bible, I can help him do that.
Right.
But until then, fuck you, Michael.
I'm just imagining Michael and the Bible in relationship counseling right now.
With me. Yeah. It just feels like the Bible just feels like really just objectified by you, Michael. What are you doing? You're just using it to get in with your buddy.
Yeah, Michael only
Turner.
wants one thing,
That's
and
it.
it's disgusting.
It is. It's disgusting.
Hey, Chris is here.
Right?
Hey, Krish.
All right. Much like IP, you two are not pressing the play button.
Pre Columbus's landing.
I am.
That incident,
Is-
maybe not. It would be hard to say.
It's just hard to see why red-headed people would be on the North American continent.
It
I mean,
wasn't
talking
red.
about like Neanderthal.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't genetically red. It was the red soil from the oxidization of iron in the mine. Like, come on, my guy.
I mean, but also, I don't believe Tucker believes in evolution. There's no reason that it couldn't. I don't know, that someone couldn't have evolved red hair over here, or that redheaded
feels
people.
Possible, right?
Yeah. Or that I mean, I don't know, however they got down here. That there
It would
wasn't
be
a redheaded
incredibly
gene.
unlikely.
Yeah, sure.
It would be incredibly unlikely because the
But-
redheaded gene comes from it going blonde first, right? You've got to have,
Gotcha.
you know what I mean? Like red
Okay.
hair isn't, it just,
I
it changes.
never looked into the mechanics of red hair, I'll be honest.
Okay.
But I don't know, it just doesn't seem, I guess it would depend on the time frame. Like, certainly, when did it say that? I mean, because like people travel so much, like that you can't have, like in the US, we have our Amish have this, what do you call that, six finger? Is it just called a six finger? Like
Polydactyly?
Polydactyl sounds right.
yeah, it's like a really large number in America of the Amish who have that. But
Really? Wow.
the groups that
It's actually a dominant trait.
is it what? That's weird. All right,
Uh-huh.
but the group in Europe that they came from actually had it in like reasonable numbers, but because there was an unreasonably large number of six finger people that came to the Americas, now we have a normally large population
Yes.
here, which is why that would happen. So I'm just thinking, I don't know, like, I don't think that, I don't know, was it saying that this happened in the 1800s or whatever? I just don't know that it would be unreasonable, especially if they're all in one tribe, for to see like a redheaded race. So like there's another African tribe that they have like, oh God, I want to say they're like clam people or whatever. Like they have three fingers, and it's considered to be beautiful. And so they're going extinct because they're interbreeding. It's pretty much just cousins marrying cousins at this point.
Yeah, that can be a
And
problem.
it could be, yeah. It is being a problem. They're dwindling, but it was considered beautiful. And so there was this whole tribe of, people, and all of them had this characteristic. So, I mean, I don't think it's, again, yeah, I mean, it started in Africa and stayed in Africa, but like, what if it was more, if you have this trait of people that traveled, and I know it didn't happen with them, but I don't understand why that's so hard to think of, considering all the times that it's happened in fucking human history, why it had to be like a special race of giants that are like different than human beings just because they had red hair, big feet. Like, even if we just grant them the characteristics, okay, they have red hair and big feet, there's a number of ways that they could have gotten there, as just regular humans.
Sure. Like, I mean, with convergent evolution, basically you're talking about traits that evolved separately in different ways in different sort of, organisms. So, it wouldn't be impossible for Native American tribes in the north to get the kind of pigmentation in their hair similar to the people in Scotland and Ireland kind of thing. It wouldn't be
Sure.
impossible. I
Right.
think it'd be highly unlikely, and I think
Sure.
it'd be a lot more believable that they either colored their hair with some sort of pigment, and then the tribes have this thing about them having red hair. It may have been
Or bleaching, yeah.
Sure. And so, I don't see any reason why we would say, well, they've got to be giants with red hair. Like, I totally agree with you, Maya. I think there's a lot more reasonable explanations.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like even with the bleaching, like maybe they all thought that it was like a foot binding in Asia, where it's just like this was considered a desirable treat, so everyone had to do it.
Right.
Like there's just so many other reasons that, or so many explanations for having this in this area, even if you don't know about the soil. I mean, because I don't know, I wouldn't have guessed that until I read it.
Right.
But I don't know. They just go to Nephilim. Like, oh, they're tall people. They were obviously the Nephilim of the Bible. It's like, how do we get here?
Obviously.
I don't know.
Maybe not. It would be hard to say.
It's just hard to see why red-headed people would be on the North American continent.
I mean, talking about like Neanderthal DNA.
Yeah, I mean, why would they be red-headed? Like, none of the people we believe lived on this continent before the Europeans arrived were red-headed. They were all dark-haired.
True,
Depends
but
if
if it's
you're Mormon.
giants, then this is
What were we saying?
Depends if you're Mormon, because the Mormons believe there was an entire tribe of white people that were over here, the tribe of Nephi.
Oh, yeah. Was it? What do Mormons believe? Did Jesus die and then teleport to Missouri?
I think so.
He appeared to the ancient
Showed
people
up.
who were in America, which was kind of ridiculous.
Good news, everyone. I died.
And now I'm here with you, the real people of the Americas.
You don't recognize me from fucking Adam, but here I am.
Mm.
I mean, Joseph Smith probably could have gotten away with that.
Probably.
DNA that's still a little different than ours. So maybe that's what they were.
Has this ever been tested by anybody?
No.
So I guess this is the macro
No,
question, just
what
to
are you
circle back to the
talking
first.
about?
Oh,
We don't test this. We just
Come
believe
on.
it. Come on, Tucker. You know the drill.
That's funny.
Exchange. Why would the U.S. government have an interest, clearly they do, in suppressing this and waving people off?
Good question.
That is a great question.
Eve Online on Mac
Oh,
immerses you in a universe
I
love
with
these.
thousands of
I love these, like, that Tucker knows how to use his critical thinking skills and just won't.
Yeah.
He should pay more attention to you, Maya.
No, that is quite all right. I do not need Tucker Carlson to know who I am or turn his like evil audience over here. God.
Fair.
Boy, I hate to say I don't know so many times, but I really don't.
He probably should have said that a long time ago. I'm thinking it would have been a good thing, maybe to start the interview, to say I don't know. Now he pulls it out.
It's kind of odd because when he'll sort of say these really generalized conclusions, like the Smithsonian had these giant bones, but whenever he's get asked on specifics, he's sort of, well, I don't know how this happened. I don't know what happened with this tribe. I don't know whether this tribe had red. I don't know all of this stuff. But he makes this conclusion based upon all of these I don't knows. And I just don't know how he gets there. I don't know that. I appreciate that he's saying, like, I don't know the specifics, but how does he get to the conclusion based upon these specifics? It's crazy. It's like going, well, here's the conclusion. Now we just have to find how we get to it. So basically he's doing apologetics, because that is apologetics. Apologetics is you have the conclusion. How do you get to that conclusion that you want to have?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair.
You know,
Real quick though, for $2, Jester says, "How many cards in that Bible, Kip?"
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Cards?
Hey, Jester, what does that mean?
Does the Bible have trading cards? Do we have like, Jesus is obviously the
Just-
rarest one.
I mean, I'm trying to
not
think.
sure.
So that came through about 5 minutes ago. I can't.
Jester's still awake.
Jester, and oh yeah, Jester's still awake for sure. Trying to see how fast he can type. Come on, Jester, get with it.
Right.
We're about to move on. You
Do it,
only
yes.
got like 5 seconds. 4, 3. He's like,
Bingo
oh.
cards. Maybe it's
Bingo
bingo cards. Hunter.
Enter
Hunter
for
says
win.
bingo cards.
You know what? That
Oh,
is
listen.
a valid question. Didn't you have like a? Yeah, no, she was right. Bingo cards. That's hilarious.
Listen, I have one bingo card tonight. That's it.
That's all you need.
That's all I need. And I got a blackout.
Blackout. Way to go.
there's a
Kip.
famous story about
Bruno,
connected to
how
giants.
many cards did you have last week? I'm just curious.
60.
That's a 1 and a 6.
Yes. It's not the most I've had on the show before. But it's the most blackouts I've ever had on the show last week. It was a good day.
It's a good day. Okay.
Boy, I hate to say I don't know so many times, but I really don't.
It's very sad.
There's a famous story about connected to giants about G.E. Kincaid, who explored the Grand Canyon. This is the early 1900s, I think, like 1908, 1909. And his story ended up in the Arizona Gazette, where he was kind of rowing down the Colorado River, and he finds these steps that go into a hole in the side of the canyon. And he goes and he explores it, and he's kind of mapping it. And inside he finds basically the remains of an ancient city, artifacts, a giant statue that kind of looks like Buddha, but not quite.
Okay. Wait.
Hieroglyphics that
I
kind of
think
look Egyptian, but not quite.
I think I missed. Like, where was it? What continent was this guy on?
He's in the Grand Canyon.
Grand
Oh,
Canyon,
for
yeah.
God's sake.
Was it Reformed Egyptian? Was it Reformed Egyptian? I'm asking the real questions. Because if it's Reformed Egyptian, we all owe Joseph Smith an apology. So if you don't know, Reformed Egyptian was the language that Joseph Smith, he bought these Egyptian artifacts and said that they were written in Reformed Egyptian and that they documented all of this history of the Bible. And then when Egyptologists actually got hold of them and looked at them, they were just very, very basic burial practice information in a different language. He just made all of that up.
Yeah, and what do you call? Okay, so I asked Google, like, did a guy find this city in the Grand Canyon? And so Google just already knew. The story you are likely thinking of comes from a legendary 1909 sensationalist newspaper article claiming a man named G.E. Kincaid found massive underground tunnels, Egyptian artifacts, and mummies. Historians consider this a fabricated hoax, and the Smithsonian Institution has repeatedly denied any involvement or evidence of the discovery. So no, nobody has found an ancient secret city, Egyptian style or otherwise, in the Grand Canyon.
Wow, Ron Wyatt must be spewing he didn't get to it first.
Right, yes.
And that came from the National Park. The source on that was the National Park Service, assuming U.S.
They're very woke, aren't they? The National Park Service.
No, if they were woke, they wouldn't exist.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have woke in government anymore, Kip. That's been eliminated from government, apparently.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
And he comes out and he's putting together an expedition. And when it's time to go back and explore, he never shows up. And that story was in the papers. What bothers me about that one, it's one of the mysteries that I really wish I knew, is that you can find
the future of human
longevity.
longevity.
Oh, God damn it.
We can find the future of human longevity.
Introducing the Hume
Sign
Band
me up.
2.0.
You
That
can
would
find
be-
that opening in the Grand Canyon, and it's covered with an iron gate.
Oh,
And above
iron
that area
gate.
of the canyon is a no-go zone. You cannot go there. You can't walk there. But some people have. Some people have.
How did they
And
get
you
there?
can see
Like, it's just the park service is now just dropping the ball, or people going there after hours.
Right.
Like, why would there be
Well,
an
you know.
ancient Egyptian city underneath the Grand Canyon?
But here's the thing: this guy talks in the weirdest way. He's like, "Oh, there's this story and this sort of associated things with this story that I don't know anything about, but let me talk authoritatively on it." Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. It's wild, right? Like he's sort of saying, "Hey, I'm not an expert on this, but allow me to be an expert on this and tell you exactly what's going on here."
You know, if I speak authoritatively and you like me enough, you'll believe anything I say.
Hmm.
it's true.
Works for Kip.
Yes.
hmm
Yeah.
Damn.
It's either that or the ponytail. One of the two. I don't know which. But
It's
I'm
definitely
going to
the
speak
ponytail.
authoritatively on it, and you will believe me. Absolutely, because I can raise an eyebrow and speak like I know what I'm talking about. Absolutely, yes.
embedded into the top of the cliff there iron hooks and equipment that would be used maybe to rappel down the side of the cliff. But when you do go there, suddenly white planes will appear, and you can't
are
fly
we
over the
talking
Grand
about
Canyon.
White,
But these
white planes
What
will
are we-
appear.
Are they
White
talking about air
planes. I
traffic
presume-
control?
Well, I presume he means pictures of white, like not like white planes will suddenly come overhead, you know. But is,
I think that's what he means. I think he means
Okay.
that.
I'm more hung up on this rappelling down the side of like giant special forces doing rappelling down the Grand Canyon for presumably some kind of insurgency effort. What are we talking about here?
Right, wait a minute. Like, because you can apparently people can get to the Iron Gate at the cave without rappelling down, right?
Yeah, presumably.
Okay, so why did they have to do that?
Well, no, they did
Special
it,
forces.
and that's what happened. He's just relaying information.
Okay, all right.
Like, don't think about doing it. Don't even think about it, because this is what'll happen.
Did no one take a camera to this thing? Did they was it before cameras or something? What are we talking about? This seems like a
Oh.
YouTube channel that does those
But Mark-
exploration stuff should do this.
See, the white planes appear and they just knock the cameras out of your hand
Oh,
before
yeah, I should've
before
thought
you
of
get a chance to use them. So, yeah.
white unmarked
Can't
planes.
fly over the Grand Canyon.
No. And black helicopters will appear.
Wait, he just said you can't fly over the Grand Canyon.
because white
I mean-
planes.
Hmm.
I think this is government suppression stuff.
I
Because black
flew over the
helicopters are always conspiracy theory government helicopters from the Suppression Bureau or whatever.
All right. So again, just Google search. And again, not because Google searches are authoritative or in any way, but just how easily accessible the answers to basic questions are
easily
on the
accessible.
internet. So Google says, yes, you can absolutely fly over the Grand Canyon. In fact, it's a highly popular way to experience the massive scale of the park, provided you follow the strict aviation regulations or book a seat with a commercial air tour operator.
So not only can you fly over it, you can also take a tour. This is sounding more and more like a flat earther talking about Antarctica as we go
Yeah.
on,
It really
like-
does.
Son
Yeah,
always
you
said
can't
that
go
it's
there.
like,
except all of the people that take
have
vacations
gone
to
there.
go tour there.
you try to
yeah.
go there, they're going to turn you around. It's impossible. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I was in a plane last week and I flew. I mean, I don't know if I was right over. I saw the Grand Canyon out of the window on my plane. and I don't know. I mean, I feel like I was flying over it because it's huge, right? It's huge.
Pretty
So feels like I was probably flying over part of it. I don't know.
Wait, did you see little white planes where they headed right for you, trying to shoot you out of
No,
the sky?
no, I
Did they
I
turn you
didn't-
around?
yeah,
Tell you to go back to Canada?
back, back where you came from. So, yeah.
And you can't do that over the Grand Canyon. You can see this episode on my channel, where I linked to the full video of these people going up there, and they're the helicopters. And
Wait, so you from this channel, you go to his channel where he's got a link
Right.
to another video of people who
Yeah.
went to the top of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, but whatever you do, don't Google it. don't, don't put this into a simple Google search. Go to my channel, watch all the videos and the videos that they suggest.
Mhm.
God damn.
Uh-huh.
Okay. No, that's
there's the plane. And eventually their park rangers or whatever throw them off the property.
They threw off the
That bothers
property.
me. And-
I don't
Yeah,
think it's property.
Power companies-
It's a national park. It's not property.
It's true.
Why Canadians? Why do you love this cooler, Kip? Why do you love this cooler?
Apparently it's very hot here.
I feel like they're selling ice to Eskimos right now. You know, like they're really, yeah.
No. Oh, guys, do you see what's happening? Is Google is so smart
Mhm.
that it is using me to
Mhm.
advertise to you because
Ah,
because you all live in places that are like hotter than where I live, where
That's
it's you know
true.
Canada, right?
right.
So-
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cold. I heard there's only like ice and polar bears up there.
That's it. There's there's a polar bear out my window, right? Right now he's there.
I believe you.
Dagon, wake up, polar bear.
Oh, no, he'll just let him in. God.
That's true. Yeah, he could use a treat though, right?
You know what I could use?
Right.
If there's a
I know. But he needed a treat. Oh, fuck.
I've never heard any of that before, but as a general matter, there's very clearly a coordinated, longstanding effort by the U.S. government, specifically U.S. government, to bat away speculation about the past
Yes.
and to shut down any thinking about whether or not the things we're looking at could be supernatural in any way.
You know that because the U.S. government is in a great goddamn hurry to shut down this podcast that has hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah, 482,000 to be exact. The government just can't get it shut down fast enough.
No. It's it's very concerning.
And there's no historical museums about anything in history. You know, it's not like the US has anything that shows what happened in history. But he's sort of saying, hey, they don't go into the supernatural. And it's sort of like, well, how are they supposed to? Like, what kind of test do we have to see whether a war was fought, like, between people or there was a supernatural element to it? Did Poseidon join the fray at some point? How do we test for that?
It sounds to me like you just have. I've been told. So this is people have told me this, and I'm looking into it. But Mark, it sounds to me like you just have an anti-supernatural bias that is, preventing you from, considering all the possibilities.
You suppress
Well,
the
no,
truth
I
in your unrighteousness, Mark.
Unrighteousness, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm very unrighteous. I'm
Mhm.
very often unright as well. Look, but I don't mind it. But that is a feature of the government. Like, for instance, spectral evidence isn't allowed in courts. You can't say, "Hey, there was a supernatural angel that came down that made me do it," kind of thing, because there's no way to test for it. History's the same. Our science is the same. It's just like, okay. Yes, a supernatural thing could have happened, or alternatively, people just could have had a war. They could have fought. Tribes could have fought. You know, like, how do we know the difference? We don't. And this sort of, well, there's a conspiracy to stop supernatural things. I think there needs to be supernatural things proven first before you have a conspiracy to eliminate them.
Sorry, I was distracted by the chat, but I really feel like Dr. Clark Van Gilder needs to like post the link to his website
Oh my
in the
God.
chat.
Mark, I agree with you. Back on topic.
Sorry.
I don't know how you would, like, again, as a practicing Catholic, it just never even occurred to me that this would be a thing. Like, you have the supernatural, you have the natural and the supernatural. And the way I felt about it is like science tests the natural, and then there's the supernatural, which you can only access through belief. So yeah, it makes sense to me that science wouldn't touch it, that courts and, you know, whatever wouldn't touch it, because like it's untouchable. I don't, but okay, this is Tucker Carlson.
I know, but I guess I totally get that, right? And I think that if people want to believe in the supernatural, that's fine. I don't think it's the best belief, but if they want to do that, that's fine. But I think that at a bare minimum, we agree that the natural world exists. We can demonstrate the natural world. We can't the supernatural. We should only bring into government, legal systems, official things, the stuff that we can actually demonstrate, that we all agree exists. You know, like it's just sort of saying, hey, there's supernatural things. That doesn't help, because Tucker believes there's different supernatural things than the Muslim down the road or the Buddhist down the road from them, and none of them can demonstrate it. So, you know, this is, but they're making this big push through popularity to bring the supernatural into the government and into the official sort of.
Well, I think they believe that the government has actual evidence of the supernatural, and they're covering it up. And
right,
I don't know. It's just very interesting that when pressed, like, he reverts to I don't know. It's like, I have all these claims. Well, why would it happen this way instead of the way we've been told is happening? I don't know. Or I believe this happened. Okay, well, why? I don't know. Like, it's just,
yeah.
I don't know. That in and of itself is very telling. But this guy like has 5 million subscriber YouTube channel where he does this professionally. Like, it's his whole job. He has staff, and I just feel like, you know, maybe you should be, if you're going to, you know, like, bill yourself as like a truth finder, maybe you only talk about the things you do know.
Well, I mean, the government covers up a lot of stuff. Like, why are you on this? Like, considering the stuff that, you know, the certain files that still haven't been released in their entirety. There's you know, these groups that are doing all kinds of shady stuff. Why this? Like, out of all the things you could have picked, why fucking Giants?
No,
like,
the truth is, the truth is so disturbing. I really wish they would, like, they just stopped talking about the Epstein files once they found out the Clintons weren't in them. Like, you know, or like, there's a number of things that, like, we know exist that won't be released. There's just
they stopped as soon as Hillary. Like, the other, Bill Clinton's definitely in them. Like, he's all throughout them. It's sort of ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, they want to see him diddling small people, right? And that's, to my knowledge, that's not in there. At least not that I've been told. And so, like, they don't have Pizzagate in the Epstein files. They're just like, okay, I'm bored now.
Right.
But I mean, there's just so much stuff that the government's doing and covering up, and it's just like, they could actually be on the actual stuff, but no, instead we're talking about, like, you know, the return of JFK, and, you know, the
Just
Nephilim.
nonsense.
It just,
Yeah, just
they
nonsense.
get
Yeah.
caught up in, there's a government conspiracy to cover the flat earth. And I'm like, if you put half this attention into just like writing your congressman so that we can get like, healthcare, livable wages, like just God. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I totally get where you're coming from. Yeah.
They're all natural phenomena. That's what we know. But anything that suggests like supernatural is just ruthlessly put down.
I wouldn't see giants as supernatural.
Ruthlessly.
That's an animal. That's a creature. That's a mammal. That's
right.
So I don't know why that is so dangerous.
I don't either. I mean, but that's kind of the question. Like, you see the truth in the reaction, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, why do you care?
Yeah, so if they deny it, it has to be true. That's the reaction, It has to be true if they deny it. Look, the government lies about a whole load of other things. That doesn't mean they lie about everything. You've got to be critical about this information. Like, you can't just go, well, the government lied about the Epstein files, so obviously I should eat paint chips because the government tells me not to do that. It probably will make me... No, don't do that. Like, it doesn't mean they're lying about everything, okay? So... this is the argument that flat earthers use, right? The government has lied about so much. Why wouldn't they lie about going to the moon, right? Like that's the argument they use. And it's like the government isn't just one person or one entity or one thing. It's a lot of different departments doing different things, and not all of them are outright lying. That's the thing. You have to look to independent institutions to see if that information is actually correct. You have to look to other sources of information. And not just YouTube. Like, please stop just reading your, going on to Rumble and then taking that as truth. Seriously.
All right, I'm just going to remind the chat one more time that, when the mods try to redirect you, please listen to them. If you have any questions about moderation, you can email or DM me. Thanks. All right.
Right. For how long? How long were the Clovis people were the first people in America? And that was, if you said that anyone was here before them, you were ridiculed. But we keep finding artifacts that are older and older and thousands of years older. And of course, no.
Does anybody know if that's true?
What was?
Well, I don't know. I think though. I mean, were people ridiculed for thinking that there were earlier tribes? I don't think they were ridiculed.
Right.
Like,
I mean, we find old bones all the time. Like, the only time I can think that scientists are ridiculed is when they're just making shit up. It's like, I want this to be true. And so, I mean,
right.
Yeah. Actually, Kip, I think the second stream you were on, I was asking about, what Jesus is a magic mushroom.
What
was that
on your show?
Yeah, I was asking you about it because I was looking for something and I came across it, and you were like, "No, I studied with this guy," and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Like he's like a scholar.
Yeah, yeah. John Marco Allegro. Actual scholar, actual Dead Sea Scrolls scholar. Actually did some decent work on the Dead Sea Scrolls before he didn't, right? Like it's yeah. So, and then yes, he was ridiculed when he came out with his super crackpot bullshit book, The Cross and the Sacred Mushroom, which is just a pile of bullshit. But yeah.
But I mean, yeah, when he was, I mean, a lot of the work that scholars do, and I remember you saying that you were really pressured to write and get, articles out and, to get recognized in the field. When you're presenting evidence, and I think with most fields, you have some leeway as long as you can back it up, and even if there's something where it's just like, no, I don't think it's this, but the math is there, or whatever. I just don't I see what you have, but I don't agree with the conclusion. Like these people
Yeah.
aren't being ridiculed. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I think the people that are
Any
being
new
ridiculed are the ones that
paradigm.
aren't, bringing facts to the table.
Right, right. So any new paradigm in science will be harshly criticized, and it should be.
Yeah,
So any new change of framework, like you might say that, hey, Einstein was sort of harshly criticized and very, very harshly examined because it
hmm
was a change of paradigm, but it doesn't mean he was ridiculed,
yeah.
right? Any more than
Criticism isn't ridicule.
right. So I think he is sort of taking the sort of intransigent science, the science that's been established, and the resistance to any change of that as being ridicule when it's not, and it's just skepticism based upon a change in our complete understanding of a field. That's like saying Mary Schweitzer was ridiculed. No, she wasn't, but her
Yeah.
work did have very stringent criticism of it, and rightly so. It changed everything we knew about the survival of biological matter under the effects of certain environments. But she wasn't ridiculed.
Yeah, and I think that in most fields of science, when you do something that is kind of paradigm breaking, it's going to come under harsh scrutiny, and it should.
Yeah.
Always. Yes. It absolutely should.
But it doesn't
Uh,
mean like, they're not mocking you, they're not, calling you names, they're not, it's not that. It's just, support your evidence. Like that's
Yeah.
I don't think that they're understanding that part.
And I think there is certain things worth ridicule, but it's usually to
Sure.
do with the ridiculousness of the claims versus the strength of the evidence that you have. This sort of, if someone comes to me and says, "Oh, you can't go to Antarctica because no flights go there." It's kind of like, yeah, that's
that's
kind of
yeah,
deserving of ridicule because
exactly.
it's not only your conclusion isn't supported by just if no flights went to Antarctica, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And two, you're in error. You're wrong about the facts.
It's it's big Bible controlled by all those Christians that is keeping all the non-Christian Jewish scholars from reporting on the truth of the fact that Jesus didn't exist. It's that kind of stuff, right? Um, can I feel like Simone responded regarding the pre-Clovis sites,
Okay. I forgot it
and
was the first day of winter for you, Mark.
oh yeah, right,
Yeah, it's hot as
nice.
shit in the States.
Uh,
But I don't know, what does Australia get cold?
yeah, it can get cold. Yeah, it's pretty cold, and I don't deal well with the cold. I'm very heat orientated person.
Yeah, I don't know. When I hear Australians say it gets cold, it's kind of like when I hear Canadians say it's hot. It's like,
Yep.
yeah.
Sure.
All right. Is this
Yeah.
what you were talking about, or is there a
Yeah.
different
No, it was the other one that you had up before.
this one?
That one, yeah. Number of confirmed pre-Clovis sites is very low. Like how much pre-Clovis presence was there in the Americas is reasonably debatable. There was some, that's fairly certain, but how much? Right? Nobody's like ridiculing anything. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh wow, look, like here's a thing that might throw a bit of a wrinkle into our original idea, and we're going to have to readjust that a little bit. But we're still, trying to figure that out. That's how my field works. That's how I just generally tend to think that's how science works.
Yeah, and so you have really two ways you could go. You could go basically with the reasonable evidence and go with that way, or just make wild ass speculations like Tucker Carlson and this guy, and then just go with whatever your fifis tell you. And that isn't a way to find out what is actually true. And you might go, yeah, but science has it wrong a lot of the time. It's like, yeah, but still it's better than going with just some wild-ass conclusion based upon your belief in a supernatural deity. It's a better way to find out the truth than that.
Play button.
Somebody from the Pacific could have made it to the Americas that long ago, but that's been proven that tribes in East Ecuador on the Atlantic side have DNA from Polynesian people. That goes back thousands of years. So there has been contact of civilizations going back as far as we can remember.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that from sacred art, ancient art on, 5 different continents. We see the same images, the Birdman,
Okay.
the purse.
Oh God!
Yes.
Oh,
So,
no,
and I
not
think
the
you've done
purse.
Oh no, not the purse.
Ugh.
Who thought a bag could be useful among many different cultures? Who would have thunk it?
No, it had to be like oh, there's so many different
Guys.
reasons. Oh, what do you call it? Like pseudoscience stuff. Like there's the grid that everybody was like working on the same grid. There was
Oh,
the
yeah,
aliens
yeah.
gave the same technology to all the
Yes,
different people.
yes, that's the
It-
one I like. Yeah,
Yeah, it just,
Nobody, guys.
yeah.
Nobody could have imagined like a man with like a bird head. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Birds are fake.
Who could have thought of such a thing? And then to do so more than once? Come on. That's just crazy talk.
it must have been an ancient Birdman alien
Had to have been.
that
Who,
went to
because,
different groups in different times.
Yes. Yes.
Time
Absolutely.
traveling Birdman from outer space.
Work on this. And it's like, what is the explanation for that? How could people living on separate continents before transatlantic communication?
God damn.
Tucker.
How does imagination work? I don't know.
Yeah. Why does Tucker always look constipated? I don't know. I don't understand it.
I'm not convinced he's not.
That's true. I think he is.
That's how he
I'm
makes
gonna-
his. That's how he does. He makes his. That's how he makes his show so good. He just makes sure he doesn't use the bathroom for a while before he sits down to record. Right.
No, I like this. Like people can't think of bags, guys. It's just like how they can't figure out how to stack rocks.
No, exactly.
Yeah, and that's why we have pyramids all over the place. Again, ancient technology. Certainly not people figuring out how to stack rocks.
Yep.
Come up with precisely the same images. Clearly, they're responding to something that they're all seeing.
Precisely the same images. Precisely the same images.
Yeah. So it looks like your alien bird person is actually correct. He's saying that they all saw a bird person, which brings me
The
to, because Tucker's
exact
a
same
Christian.
bird person. Yeah.
Well, how do bird people fit in with the Bible story, Tucker? Was that maybe the angel that guarded the gate of Eden had a flaming sword and a bird head? They just left that part out. Maybe.
Could
I
be.
don't
Could
know.
be. I mean, the Bible is. But the Bible doesn't. Listen, Mark. I keep saying
Yeah.
the Bible doesn't say he didn't have a bird head. So
I know. Yeah.
You know,
Confirmed by
confirmed.
scholars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there something? Look, Hankva, is there something I'm missing? Like he's been saying clitoris a lot. Is there like a Tucker? Like, is this like a Ben Shapiro reference I'm missing? I don't know.
Maybe he's seeing if the guys can find it.
Oh no, Tucker definitely has never found one of those,
Well,
has
main
known.
question in the chat.
He has never known what to do with it once he found it. I'll give him that.
Maybe.
Those who know.
You know what, Professor?
they must be
Mark, I am
communicating.
so sorry. You're right. So I'll do a disclaimer now. 2 hours into the stream, warning. We're going to show Tucker Carlson. It's
Stream
gonna
may
be-
contain Tucker Carlson and may not contain giants.
So what is that? the Birdman, for example, this image, which is throughout Latin and North America, also Europe, also Africa, also the Near East, also the Far East. It's a sacred image carved on walls, on pottery, of a bird-faced man with wings.
Okay, so
What is that?
I'm just, oh, fuck's sake.
You know what? In all of these places, they had A, people, and B, birds, and C, an imagination.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, I don't understand. Is it the exact same guy? Because if it was like, okay, if you went to a bunch of ancient ruins and it was just my face, like, like on all of them, though, right? I would be like, okay, maybe there's an ancient bitch that touched every people group. But I don't understand. Like, there's like, the Egyptians. There were birds in Egypt. There were birds in Greece. There were birds in the Americas. Wow.
Well, as far as I understand, I may be wrong about this, but the bird in question of, the bird part of the bird person is usually the birds that live in the area. Like, they won't have an ibis bird person in, like, South America. They'll have eagles and things like that, eagles and falcons and stuff. They won't have, a bird that is native to Asia. You know what I mean? Like, it really is specific to the birds in that region. So why is that, Tucker? Why don't we get an ibis
not
Yeah,
bird person?
going to answer you.
yeah.
Well, no, it's
but
on
like,
video. Of course he isn't going to answer me.
yeah, I actually was. I was. So I wouldn't, because I know I've been on my keyboard a lot. But like, that's kind of what I was getting. It's just like, if it was just my face, if it was just like one person's face, like it was definitely this face everywhere. It's like, okay, maybe you have something, but like there were just birds like that were indigenous to the area. So in Egypt, you have Horus, which is an ibis. Easter Island had the Tangata Manu cult, which is...
Horus was a hawk. Ibis was Thoth, wasn't it?
Oh, Thoth. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right for that. Was Horus it's saying was a falcon. Thoth was an ibis. In Easter Island, their Birdman. What was their Birdman? Developed a highly specific Birdman cult that lasted from the 1600s into the 1800s. Centered around grueling animal competition to revive this first, sooty tern egg. So I guess it was a sooty tern cult.
Tern, like a seagull tern kind of thing. Tern.
In Hinduism, Garuda is a legendary divine creature that serves as the mount of the supreme god Vishnu. Traditionally depicted as powerful being with the head and wings of an eagle. We also have different birds in South America.
Why is there no penguin bird person?
There are falcons and eagles in different parts of South America.
Or a flamingo bird person?
Right.
In a religious tradition, I don't know. I'm sure you can find a 5-year-old that did that once, but it's just like, yeah. I just wanted to double check that it's not like I don't know. Tucker's making it sound like everybody worshipped Horus, where everybody worshipped Thoth, and or it was like ancient gods where it's just like, you have Venus, we have Aphrodite, you're worshiping that now. Like, but it's not. Like, these are very different gods that are doing very different things. So, but again, Tucker's stupid.
Oh, yeah. But no dispute on that one. I think scholars can back that one up as well. But, I'm just going to say, it is not that far of a stretch from having birds associated with gods, like the owl associated with Athena, or certain birds associated with Hermes and things like that, to them just possessing the features of those creatures. And it doesn't explain why the Egyptians had eagle-headed gods as well as hippo-headed gods. Like, what are we saying here? That there was an alligator-headed god running around as well, but that one wasn't over or a crocodile rather, from the Nile. But that one wasn't running around in America somehow. Like, what are we saying here? Because if you want to be intellectually consistent, if you're saying, hey, there's animal-headed people on all continents, then you have to say they were actually real, not, well, it's just the bird-headed ones. Why?
Because.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That's the answer.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
Yeah, I tried to prime you. Yeah.
Because Christianity true. That's why. But how do bird-headed people support Christian? I don't understand.
I love it when you go all mind blown emoji. It's so funny. For $5, the real Melly says, the real question is, how did ancient people make art of bird people when everyone knows that birds aren't real? Yeah, birds are recent, and they are what do you call it? Little radio things, or what do you call those things? Like radio controlled birds. Yeah.
Oh.
So the government can spy on us. And I don't know. I guess they just poop for fun.
Wow.
That's radio-controlled birds, the drones, the spy drones. Is that what you're talking about?
Things are different in the U.S., Mark.
All birds. All birds are fake. They are all government-controlled radio spies.
Yeah, but that's also the kind of thing that Australia doesn't exist. So if that's true, I should just pop out of existence right now. I'm just an AI image to con you into thinking that there's a continent near Antarctica. The conspiracy is real.
This is my Mark's my little AI bot. Yeah, smart here. And we gave him the Aussie accent for funsies, and it's all part of our government shill to dupe you into believing the Earth is round.
And older than 10,000 years. Mm-hmm.
I can tell. Everyone's buying it.
They totally believe me.
Totally.
All right, play button.
How they all think of it? Easter Island.
Easter Island is also very, very strange. The Birdman, I think, boy, I can get really woo-woo with this.
Oh, good.
Could be a metaphor for a sky god.
So far?
Or
an angel.
Or an angel.
Looks a lot like the angels described in the...
It's an angel.
Goddamn.
I don't get it. He's like, wait, I could get really conspiracy-driven and woo-woo after all of that bullshit. It's like...
Oh, no, he's like, yeah, I could take it up a notch.
Hold my beer. Hold my beer.
I'm sorry. Oh, that was fun. Okay, angel.
Old Testament, just saying.
It does. And there are plenty of passages in both Old and New Testament, and even in apocryphal works like Book of Enoch, who are describing angels, but describing them in a way that sound kind of like the Birdman, or sound almost like an alien entity.
Citation.
What?
Please.
Well, I know. Well, okay. I know you don't like me calling them an angel, but you all know the angel he's talking about is a four-headed thing, and one head is.
Oh, right. One. I mean, that doesn't sound really. That doesn't really sound like the Birdman, though.
It doesn't.
Maya.
But he doesn't read the Bible, and he heard that an angel had the head of a bird,
among other heads. So it just wow. Yeah. Okay. But he said there was like he's presenting this as if there's like a whole bunch of places, isn't he? And this is what I heard in the Old Testament and the New Testament.
Where it and apocryphal work.
Angels sound like Book of Enoch. He said angels sound like the Birdman.
The Birdman, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
Wait, what was the four-headed? It's not an angel. What is it?
He's
That
got
was the beast of the Bible, wasn't
no.
it? It had
No.
like
It's
No.
in Ezekiel chapter 1, Ezekiel describes his vision of Yahweh's chariot throne, which is
okay.
guarded or drawn or something by 4 supernatural creatures, angels, throne guardians, like cosmic throne guardians that have wings, and they have every one of them has 4 faces, which face all 4 directions, and there's a face of a man, of like a lion, of an eagle, and I
Oh.
I don't remember
Yeah,
what
wasn't that the
what the 4th one was.
cherubim? That was the cherubim?
Is not a cherubim. In
Okay.
fact, the later rabbinic Jews called them the Ophnim, because after like the multi-eyed, because they have like they're stationed on these wheels that are like, I think they're like spheres that are covered in eyes. So so they're different. They're a different category. The cherubim they're throne guardians, but they're like probably tetrapods of some sort, like a lion. They might have the face of a man. Some think that they have like the head of a cobra. It's not clear though, right? Like the Bible doesn't tell us what they look like. We have examples from like ancient works of art and panels and things. So, and they look different in Mesopotamia than they do in Egypt or in like Nineveh, Assyria area. So we just don't know, right?
Wait, can I
Yeah.
ask a question real quick? So when I Googled it, it said a man, lion, eagle. And then it said the other one said it may have been an ox or a bull, but it was just a
Oh, okay.
domestic animal.
Okay.
But in
That sounds
10,
right.
it says that in some texts it's referred to as the face of a cherub.
Oh, okay. I have to go back and look at that.
Right.
And if that's what it says, and we don't know what that is.
Right.
So,
No, I mean, and that's why I'm asking. I wasn't sure if you know off the top of your head, but because I don't know. Google doesn't seem to know either.
something else for me to
Yeah,
read,
fine. Yeah.
to look up.
I always
Pull it up.
put you to work. I appreciate that.
I love it. It's fun.
I think it was maybe the Book of Daniel describes a man who's glowing with topaz, and
Like a bird does, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Jesus.
Elijah was taken up to heaven. No one's allowed to mortally go to heaven, but he was
Wait.
taken.
What the fuck does that have to do with Birdman? That Elijah was taken up into the sky in a whirlwind. It says he was taken up in like the wind of God.
Was
in a chariot.
whirlwind the name of a birdman?
Maybe.
No,
Sounds like a
Maybe
good
a-
name for one, right?
Right?
I don't think so. Maybe like a hot ride. But I don't think a Birdman. No.
Yeah, I had an ex that was like that, a hot ride. Yeah.
And shown. And Ezekiel talks all about visions of this futuristic city that he thought was going to be a new Temple of Solomon, but it sounds like a city. And in
That's after he described.
Because it's a city. That's why it sounds like a city.
Like a city.
He imagined a city, like a great big city, which is, I mean, like that's who could imagine such a thing?
Who could imagine a city? God. Who
A
did?
big one, Maya. It's very big.
Big city, yeah.
Sorry.
UFOs as wheels in the sky and all that.
those are the wheel, but that shows up over and over again.
No,
And
it
Enoch
doesn't
is also
show up
taken
over and
up
over
by
again.
Uriel and shown how the winds are made. And he describes the heavens in ways that we were not supposed to know at that time. So
I wonder what he means by that.
Doesn't it show up in Revelations as well? But I mean, the
Which-
people that wrote Revelation, they must have
Good.
read Ezekiel. You know.
Oh yes,
yeah.
no question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the writers of the Book of Revelation loved lots of the Old Testament, Ezekiel, Genesis, Daniel. It's all fucking in there, all of it. So it's and they're like mashing together a lot of these images and metaphors that were sort of more separate.
Hey, Simone Reed's text gave me $5. Thank you.
Yay!
And she says a redactional layer in Ezekiel does call the creatures Chayat? Cherubim?
Coyote.
Okay. Even though they have the face of a cherub, it's weird. What does that mean?
That they have a face of a cherub. We just don't know. Like I said, we don't know what the
it's
face of a cherub.
Chayot is
Or-
cherubim? Is that what you're saying?
I have to look that up. What the I don't know coyote offhand, and if it's, I mean, there's potentially different ways of spelling that. So, just I don't know off the transliteration. So
Well, it's Mark's Day, so I won't put you to work.
thank you. Oh damn, that's my bingo card. I got the video.
There's something to it.
I did a search for ways to make extra income as a software engineer,
Oh.
and data annotation came up.
After doing a short
Okay.
All
so
religions have
Google
these.
thinks you're
If the
poor.
Vedic
And Google's right.
There you go.
Yes.
there's something to it. All religions have these. If the Vedic texts have very similar stories to these, where Arjuna goes up.
I heard him say Davidic text, but I think he
Vedic text.
he said Vedic
Vedic,
text,
yeah.
right?
Vedic, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And sees the heavens and sees these flying vehicles that were called Vimana. That Vimana are described in such detail that they describe the technology of how they worked with rotating Mercury and engineering specifications in texts that are the 1000 BC. Same with Buddhist, Hindu.
Really? Engineering texts?
It feels like that's wrong for so many reasons. Just stemming from me, like having gone outside and touched grass.
Like
I
don't
encourage
know
it.
if you've, like, when you look at an engineering text, it doesn't have just what it looks like. It describes the processes in how it works. Like, this is nonsense. It does not describe that. Like, it may say it looks like this, but that's like me saying an engineering textbook for a toaster is that it looks like a metal box that has slots in it that one could feasibly put bread. That is not an engineering text, okay? It's not. Like an engineering text would describe how the element works, like, electrical current is passed through the element, creating resistance, which then provides heat in order to do this.
Yeah, and Andrew is like, what part of the Bible was written in Sanskrit?
No part.
Yeah. And for $2, Jester says, a city that's as real and big as his. Thank you, Jester.
Tucker also has a great imagination.
He does. If only he used his imagination for good.
It's all very similar stories.
Well, 2026 is likely to be the year that some companies
All
will
right,
find
well,
patriotism. They'll discover
Is that
it
it?
during the
Yeah,
Bible.
that is
Do we end
it.
with-
All right.
Do we end with the ads?
Yeah, we're ending with the ads because Tucker. Fuck yeah. Well, that was fun.
That was fun. I
Mark,
had
did you have
fun.
I had tons of fun. That was amazing display of ignorance and stupidity from Tucker, exceptionally so. I think that Tucker Carlson, like, these are the kind of subjects you can laugh at because it's really non-relevant to what's happening politically in the world at the moment. It's got no bearing on it whatsoever. Like, how would the world change if we found giants? Like, who would give a crap?
I'm
And
pretty sure Tucker is just trying to get some of that sweet, sweet Joe Rogan money.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, Joe Rogan's been like some of the guests that he has on, and the amount that he like gives credibility to some of these really dumb stuff. Considering the platform that he's got, is actually just incredible. Like, it's just, Joe Rogan started out as a moon landing denial guy. That's where he started, and he's got a tendency to slip back into
Wow.
that. Like, just hear from someone talking authoritatively and go, yeah, oh, that's got to be true. That sounds like it's true.
Joe Rogan will agree
Really
with
bad.
whoever's in front of him.
I think to somewhat,
Well-
yes.
He didn't with Stephen Meyer.
Really? I didn't see that episode.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah,
but, but it wasn't a really hard pushback kind of thing. It was
No,
really
no, but-
Well, even
Or,
if it
I mean,
was a what the fuck are you talking about? That it's like more
Joe-
pushback than I'm used to Joe giving anyone ever.
Joe Rogan sure didn't agree with Flint Dibble.
So he did initially. He like was kind of, I don't know, like you two were talking, and then it was afterward when a bunch of people were in his ear, like a lot of
Okay.
that he kind of backslid and just that's frustrating.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
it is.
Joe Rogan hit the bottom of the barrel when he got Andrew Wilson on, and I saw a lot of comments in that. I didn't watch it, but I saw a lot of comments. It was like, why is he having the "you lick schniz" guy on his channel kind of thing? Like, it just, even his own fans didn't like that one, because that guy
Wow.
is insane. He's insane. Like, he really
Yeah.
is unhinged. So
You got to talk to Andrew Wilson.
for a long time, yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Maya,
That was a fun day.
Maya enabled that. Like, you were an
Thanks-
enabler. You
yeah.
were an enabler. But
Thanks
yeah,
again,
this
Mark.
is-
Like,
Oh, look,
I
am so
enabled.
sorry.
I enabled a bigot-free chat. You're welcome.
That's true. That's true. That is 100% true, and
We
it's all
talked
my
to
fault.
him for 7 hours.
I was-
know.
And
I
shout out to
know.
Ancher, who was there with me in the trenches.
Yes, Aunt Jer.
She
Ember
was there
there.
before me. Yeah.
Yeah,
me
all
and
of my
Jer were
mods
there. I
were-
was there for 5 hours.
Look, we
Amber
all
tapped
know
out.
I don't deserve my mods, okay? Everybody knows it. You don't have to keep rubbing it into my bald head that I don't deserve. Like, I'm very aware that my mods are so much better than I am. Like, I'm aware. I'm aware. It's just, I don't know. I felt that I owed it, like, to James, and I think that he took advantage of my, being generous towards him. I think I was sort of I definitely was taken advantage of. No debate should go on that long, ever.
Just the length.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why did it? Was it just getting through super chats or?
Because like, usually there would be some kind of structure.
Yeah.
Where,
there was no
like,
structure.
Oh, there was no structure. Yeah, it was just a ridiculous sort of unhinged debate. But usually, like, in question time went on for so long, because usually it would be like, okay, whoever the question's directed to will answer. The other person may drop in and say something, but then the person who was asked the question gets the last word. That's usually the structure they would have. But this one, it was just, he could just interrupt. He could just keep talking. It just, it was just an entire mess. Like, it really was shocking.
I'm pretty sure that's how he wanted it structured, because that's.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say that's weird even for James. But I know that Andrew's been a really big draw for him, so I can see him conceding on that point. But yeah, no, it not even just like the time requirement, but just like, what are you doing? Like, there's just, okay, you're gonna have two people come on, sling mud, and then like why do you exist? Why is this here? Like, you're just like,
I don't know. I've not, like, I have not encountered somebody as basically someone that does not care about other people in that way.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the
Right.
level of empathy is just a made up thing that, doesn't exist and you're just making it. Like, I've never really encountered somebody who not only doesn't care about people, but argues against the idea of caring about. Like, that is just something on another level, it's just on another level. So it kind of fascinated me. And I know that I really annoyed him. Like, really annoyed him.
You really did. Yeah.
Which is, a kind of victory if you think about it.
Yes.
Because he was really, really unhinged. And that's a victory in of itself. Like, he's just
100%.
I mean, the contradictions. He's sitting there going, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I believe in turning the other cheek." And then when he goes, "If someone comes up to me and pushes me, I'll pull my gun out on them." I don't remember it being turn the other cheek and then whip your piece out. Like, it's so weird. It's so crazy.
Yeah, well, okay, so in the that Allie lady, what's her name? Allie
Beth
Stuckey?
Yeah, that lady.
Yeah.
She's really kind of at the forefront of this new like toxic empathy movement, which the Wilsons have definitely taken on. Like both of them, like Andrea and Rachel, where it's just like, this is inconvenient. Women, you need to sit down, shut up, raise the kids, and let the men do the men leave the house. So it's just like, it's, and if people don't like that, they deserve horrible things. And it's, I don't know. I understand where you're at, but I think there's not enough people countering that narrative, honestly, because they are being promoted with a lot of money. Like, a lot of money is backing that ideation. And God,
well, everybody
I know
knows
you're doing God's work, even though it feels like hell.
I know. Look, everybody knows that during wartime, it's hard to get people to hurt other people. If you are setting out to in some way hurt or make other people's lives miserable, it's hard to get your average human on the street to do that, right? Because empathy isn't something it is a natural emotion that we have. It's like saying that anger isn't a thing, or kindness isn't. It's just a natural emotion that we have. So, but in order to get people to do these kind of things to minorities, you've got to discredit the idea that you should feel anything towards them at all, which is one of their tactics. And the other is dehumanize them so you don't see them as human anymore. And so they will always do this. From every single time we've seen this, it's been a dehumanization of people before they then go and do horrible things to them. Because ordinarily you can't get people to do that. They will refuse, because most people, sane people, do not want to go and make somebody else suffer.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't like it.
Seriously, like, even like, it's something that when we send soldiers off to war, like they have a hard time grappling with the things they saw and the things they did, and
absolutely
out of self-defense a lot of times. So it's just, I don't know, kind of crazy. Or even just seeing like your friends die around you, or man, I've heard a lot of like horrible stories I don't want to get into on here, but like wartime stories. It's crazy. We're not doing enough to support each other. And then we have billionaires pouring millions of dollars into people to tell people that, don't band together. Don't, you don't want to link up, because when people get together, they band with each other. The group bands together. Like, you get unions, camaraderie, what do you call it? Mass, protest. And, we vote out the assholes who aren't doing the thing. When you get a bunch of people together, they start bolstering ideas about how to make themselves better rather than the elite. And it's never good for the rich. I understand why they're doing it, but it's, I don't know.
Have you heard of Johnny Harris?
Mm-mm.
He does sort of just he kind of investigative journalist stuff, kind of document sort of adjacent things, but he did this really good one on oligarchy recently and what that means, and how we think of it and how we possibly should think of it different. Because when we think oligarchy, we think of people having political power within society, kind of thing, and like the Russian oligarchs and things like that.
Right.
But he's putting forward that, hey, it may be that it's also financial power.
Yeah.
And a lot of this ties into the way that laws may not apply to you if you have enough financial
Right.
leverage, kind of thing, things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But he pointed out that we get to change a lot, but whenever we go up against this sort of billionaire class, this upper class, it always fails. Like, it has such a low chance of changing. And he compared it to the robber barons of America during the Rockefeller era,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
the sort of way that they had to fight against that and change the laws.
Right.
And after they did that was the big boom of the 50s, 60s kind
Right.
of thing. Like, it really was an impetus to the country going well. So
Yeah.
that was really fascinating.
But we don't
But
teach that. So people don't know about it, and they have all
Right.
these like shitty ideas about what could work or should work. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, let's get rid of all the immigrants. I'm like, no, guys, that's gonna not gonna help the economy, not in a positive
Nope.
way.
Nope.
And it's like, shut up, you darky. I just say it's
Well,
nuts.
I think people are finding that out, because you can't lie about the cause of problems, then get rid of them. It won't actually stop the problems, right? So if you're blaming immigrants for everything, wars and economic problems, and they're not actually the cause, well, the fact that the economy isn't going well in America, it just shows you that the immigrants aren't the cause, right? That was never the cause of the problem.
Yeah, preaching to the choir. I'm pretty sure they don't care as long as it doesn't affect them, and which is why I'm so glad it finally is right now. Not because like I want to see pain, but like just because it's the only way like we have like any hope of getting a government in that. I don't know if the government's. We need a lot of changes over here. I don't
Well,
know
I
if we
think they
can.
do. I think
We
enough
can't keep
people
the
do.
same laws on the books and have our government work for us. Right? We do
Well,
need
yeah.
major changes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'll settle right now for a government that isn't actively unaliving its citizens,
Yes.
which is really low bar. But here we are.
I think that it basically, in some way, you have to convince the people who have the money that is better off for them to cede power than what will happen otherwise. And I think there's not enough voices sort of saying, hey, we know where this leads.
Mhm.
Like, we know 100% where this leads if you just continue to take from the lower classes and give it to the upper classes without any kind of halt or stop. Even if you have Christianity convincing all the lower people that they deserve to be there, a lot of the in France, the people were Christian.
Mhm.
They eventually rose up against the Catholic Church that was
Yeah.
convincing them that that's where they should be. There is only one outcome to this.
Yeah.
Because
No, yeah, absolutely. I don't know if they'll listen.
yeah.
We'll
Yep.
see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, but that's so tangential. What are we doing? We're having a laugh over Tucker Carlson and his ridiculous antics in convincing people giants are real.
Not just giants, the Nephilim.
The Nephilim, that's right.
Yes.
Not just giants. But if you prove giants, then you automatically have proved the Nephilim for some reason.
Right. No. Yeah. No. Giants equal Nephilim.
Got to.
Hello.
Got to.
For $2, Jester says, like Trump, Rogan believes whoever talked to him last. That's all I'm saying. See, Jester gets me.
Jester gets everybody.
Thanks, Jester. And also, Claire is here somewhere. Where's her message? She came here to hear about giants. Were they real? Gentlemen, what's the verdict? Are they real? Okay, let's put the Bible aside.
Oh,
Since you two
damn.
insist on being
Why am I even here?
atheists, I know, right? Since you two insist on being atheists, we're just going to put the Bible aside. Have you been convinced of giants?
It depends what you mean by giant. If you mean giant as in somebody on average taller than the average human, then yes. If you mean a giant as in a separate species or subspecies of humans, then no.
I mean, angels,
Well-
Mark. There were clearly angels. Hello. I'm playing.
Since-
Can
since-
giants?
Since
yes.
Maya decided to make this no fun at all, by I have to say no. I mean the only evidence, and I'm not saying it's bad evidence. Maybe it's really 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 good evidence. The only evidence for the reality, the existence of giants comes from the Bible. Just read your Bible, like it's there, it's all there. But I guess if we're disqualifying that, then I got nothing. I really do nothing. So, but read your Bible though.
Yeah, read the Bible. We would get a picture of a biblically accurate giant, but it doesn't describe them in any way, so we can't.
Not in any
It's got
way.
more
It's
description
just-
about angels than giants.
Yeah. All we know, grasshoppers. Humans they're like grasshoppers. That's all we know.
Oh,
That's it.
No, but that's the humans are like grasshoppers to the giants. It doesn't say what the giants are like.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Mark.
Yes.
Who are you? Where are you? What do you have coming up this week?
I'm Mark Reed. I'm over at Mark Reed Atheism. Please drop by if you do enjoy somebody criticizing and overthinking just about everything way too much. Next week I have on my Wednesday, which is Tuesday night, Eastern time kind of thing. I have Is God the Arsehole? Where I do a Reddit post and basically explain as if God was explaining his actions in the Bible through a Reddit post and see if the internet would judge him to be a complete a-hole. Spoiler, usually the crowd is pretty negative of God's actions. It's not great. It's not great. Then on Thursday night Eastern time or Friday morning real Australian time, real Aussie time, mate. We've got fundamentalist fails, which I usually take a look at some apologist material like Turek or Ray Comfort and things like that. I've got a segment when I do Ray. I call it Extreme Discomfort because seriously, that guy's weird. He's a weird man. And I usually criticize him. I do like to debate as well. I've been trying to get debates. So if you do know anybody that is up for a debate with me, more than happy. Shoot me an email, shoot me a message, get me all fired up because I really do need some more. But yeah, that's where I am. Where are you at, Maya? Where are you? Oh, we're here. Okay, fantastic.
We are here.
That works out
And
well.
also, I wanted to say an official congrats to Clairview. I've known her since before she put out her first video, I knew Claire. And now she, in the past 30 days at least, she just hit 100K subs. And
Wow.
I am so proud of you.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Claire. Can I also just say what an amazing co-host Dr. Not Dr. Tapioca Weasel has been? I think
thank you.
I'm sorry, you are no weasel, but that might be a good thing. I'm not sure.
Oh. I'm just saying, if the trenchcoat weasels decide not to come back, I mean, I'm here, right? I press the play button. And that's really what
Kip,
my job is all about. So
Kip,
yeah.
what do you have coming up this week? You have 1 minute.
Okay. On Thursday, I read Hebrew for an hour, between 5 and 6 o'clock Pacific, 8 and 9 o'clock Eastern. I don't have anybody lined up, but it'll probably be Dr. Joshua Bowen from Digital Hammurabi. It'll probably be him. And I always forget, but I will try to remember to make sure that I send people from, because I'm on before Mark on Thursdays. I read Hebrew, and then from my Hebrew reading, you can go and hang out with Mark and do Frank Turek bullshit. So
Yeah.
that's fun. So, and then on Fridays,
sometimes if you go a bit long, I know I direct my audience to you, so it's kind of a reciprocal thing.
oh, that's nice. That's good. So on Fridays, every Friday afternoon at 2 Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. I stream with my phenomenal co-host Vish, and somebody asked that we take a reprieve from Michael Jones. So I think maybe this week we'll do another stream with Dr. Dino, Doc Dino. Sorry, not Dr. Dino, Doc Dino. We've been trying to get one on the books here, so we might be doing that or more Michael Jones. And then on Saturday, I will be back with my co-hosts Nitty and Dr. Tapioca Weasel for another installment of Budget Scripture Saturdays. Well, I will drink at least as much as I drank tonight, and we'll watch bad videos and shit.
Nice.
So how was that, Maya? Was that okay?
You're a little over, but I'll forgive you.
Thank you.
Wow, you forgive. You must have read the Bible. There's no other way.
She is a benevolent goddess.
All right,
That's true.
Maya is not constrained by any text.
B.S. Lewis is live. I'm going to send you guys all over there.
All right. Wow. B.S. Lewis? Wow. That's exciting.
Thanks for coming by, everybody. Happy Father's Day to the dads. And we will see you next week. Bye. Oh, wait. Oh, don't forget. Fuck ICE. Abolish and prosecute.
Fuck those guys.